And we start things off by listening to Bag Opening Seminar. This is the Avic in his natural habitat of eating chips. Anyway,
Me.
Alright, welcome on back to some more of the... I believe we're calling it the Western Frontier, right? Yeah.
The Western Frontier.
Yeah.
Why that name specifically?
Well, Western continent, and it's an unexplored frontier. Plus, it's 180 years-ish in the past. We also just like to name campaigns so that we have an idea.
But okay.
It's for the world stuff and story stuff. It's all good. Main reason we do it is just to have names for the campaign itself.
Yeah, campaign's gotta have a name. Yeah.
Okay.
We kind of stuck with it for a while. Anyway, alright, you are on...
Session 4.
Yeah, we are on Session 4. Currently level 5, so 2 more sessions and you will level up. So that's something to look forward to. Right then. Yeah. So, from what I remember, or at least generally remember, and I'm not gonna explain everything, but that's the way you had left off. You fought the Otieg, quickly dispatching him quite easily, as your 2 companions arrived back from their scouting missions, reporting to you that they had found a new location in order to pack up and travel to. You decided to heal and take care of the sick the best you could, and knocking down their numbers pretty well, but unfortunately during the trip, because it was raining so heavily, and it was very cold, many more got sick, and the ones that were already sick got even sicker to the point that some of them had passed away. When you arrived, you decided to scout out the area, set up some makeshift shelters for the caravan to basically take cover under, and decided to explore the nearby cave system. Inside, you found what looked to be a mine that was already being kind of hollowed out, and inside you found a small humanoid-looking raccoon named Scrappy. He's kind of a very old raccoon, like kind of in his elder age. Just kind of mining away. You introduce yourself. He introduced himself. You asked him questions. He asked you questions. You found out from him that he kind of worked for this place called the Company, who kind of runs Bandit Paw, which is the city that he comes from. He explained to you
to the
that
south,
to the far south. He kind of explained to you that Bandit Paw is a very kind of raccoon eat raccoon kind of civilization. They literally fight tooth and claw for everything they either own or have. And if you don't have it, they will try to steal it. And he was kind of explaining to you that he was working for the company in order to basically get paid and basically a home for himself. And you impressed him so much, you decided to instead of setting up a residence there, he would set residence with you guys, because he does kind of like the idea of having a house. He's not worried about somebody coming along and stealing from him. At least that's what you offered him. Whether or not it's going to happen, I can't really say, because somebody else might come along and steal it from him anyway, but
we'll see how long that lasts.
But yeah, he did tell you of the other various miners that he does work with, to which he said that he believes are pretty good folk, as far as he's aware. The rest of them, he's not really sure, but he did let you know that the company is very interested in exotic and unique things and creatures like yourselves. So if they do find out about you, they could potentially try and capture you, put you into basically what they are referring to as their zoo.
I'd like to see them try.
No, there's a difference here. Arrogance will only lead to downfall.
Really arrogance. It's more like I'm not afraid of them.
Well, there is wiseness in being afraid of what may come.
But
We
yeah,
don't know
yeah, go ahead.
we do not know exactly what they'll bring. More or less the actual creatures here themselves. No offense, but we never really come across them before. We don't know how they'll react or act against us.
You're right. Was a little arrogant. I was just.
It's always good to keep one humble. Trust me, I've seen the rise and fall of a fucking idiot. Oh, well, a fucking idiot with a giant ego on his ass, and, well, I've seen him get his head knocked off a few times.
My goodness.
Not literally, just more of him rushing in wildly and getting knocked out quickly.
Oh, so an idiot.
Yes, still an idiot.
Huh. Alright then.
But I do believe that is most of the events that had happened. That we'd made our way back out with our new friend, and him making his way to meet up with his buddies when they potentially would arrive.
Well, they will be here because you will see that there is a large crowd of people congregating around. What you can kind of see is 7 more raccoon-like folk, just kind of also staring at these people in bewilderment because again they haven't really seen humans before.
Mm-hmm. I guess if we're jumping straight into it, Istar will look to Scrabby. But are they supposed to be already on their way back?
I mean, I told you that they're more likely to be probably headed on back. I wasn't exactly sure when they were going to be back, but yeah, I guess they got here early.
Alright then. Would you mind assisting us with at least calming their beliefs and, as we mentioned before, of trying to see if they're willing to assist in terms of not going immediately to the company?
I mean, I can try, but
listen.
don't be holding me to any promises. That's all I'm gonna say.
No,
Promising-
that's plenty fine.
Promising or not, I'll be there to give you a helping hand with talking with them.
All
may
right.
not seem it.
All right. Took me a second to find my voice again.
No, I understand. I've lost my voice several times. I'm just sticking with what's more relaxed now. I can't really keep up the false accents.
Yeah, I mean that sounds like a you problem.
This raccoon is vicious.
He's an old man. He don't take no shit.
Understandable.
I guess you're coming along.
Sure, let's go talk to them before they decide to spear rush us.
I'm just gonna put this on myself and walk over with them.
I mean, we just
Oh,
I'm
hey,
choosing
hey
Alice
there. How's it going? Okay, so I'll kind of describe what you see here. You see, it looks to be like 7 raccoons here. You see, kind of 3 of them are kind of in the front. One of which you can kind of see is endured. It looks to be like full plate armor. golden kind of plating underneath, which like looks kind of like a bronze kind of color.
Mm-hmm.
He looks to be wielding a strange looking spear. But the spear does not come up with like just like a single like spearhead. It kind of like branches off in like two separate tips.
Okay.
The middle,
Like a two-pronged
yeah,
kind
it's
of
kind of
spear.
like, yeah, two-pronged spear.
Oh, he's got a bident. Gotcha.
Yeah.
man.
The one in the middle, like it's kind of tallish, probably the tallest one here that you can see. Very thin looking. He kind of had like this long kind of brown like coat underneath. Kind of very dapper, like kind of suit that's kind of buttoned up all the way down. Tie underneath, looks like a white shirt, brown pants that's belted. Like he definitely looks like more business than the other two. And the third one you can see kind of like looks like a dark hood, dark clothes. He's got like looks like a lockpick key ring at his side, several daggers hanging off of like looks like a pouch. You can see it looks like a grappling hook with a rope just kind of tied around his shoulder. Very, very, like, definitely thief-like looking. And the four behind him are, a bit more cuddly looking, I suppose.
Bit less aggressive.
A bit less aggressive. Except for one who always just has this, like, just shifty look about them. Yeah.
Are you thinking about me? And if you are, what are you thinking about?
Yeah.
They're the sassy badger of the group.
Sassy raccoon.
But yeah, you got like the shifty-eyed one kind of just looks like kind of a hoodie, looking at you, like just squinting its eyes at you at all times. Next to them, you got one. It's not like just he has no clothes except for just a bandana around their neck. A little bandage kind of taped around their nose. Next to that one, you see another one kind of has like just striped shirt, orange kind of striped shirt, like overalls. And then the last guy, last one that you can see has just like goggles on their head, just kind of like just a simple just coat around them that like it's just white, like blue outlines here and there, and he seems to be carrying behind him what looks to be just like this big giant leak.
That's adorable.
But yeah, the one in the middle you can see like literally lifts up, like looks like a cigarette, puts it in his mouth and starts flicking. Looks like a metal thing. Like you're not sure what it is, but he's like kind of flicking at it with his thumb, and you see what looks like a small flame puff out of it as he kind of brings it up to the cigarette and starts like kind of like ignites the cigarette, closes it, and he kind of starts smoking. And he's just like, what the hell's going on here, Scrappy? Who the hell are these people? And what are you doing with them? And Scrappy's like, well, apparently they're they're people from another world. Is that right? Yeah, they're
No, we're from a distant land.
What? Yeah, they're apparently from a distant land. Like, apparently what they told me is like very distant land.
Settlers in a place we're not familiar with, in other words.
Pretty
Uh-huh.
much.
Right. Never seen folks like yourselves around here before. Distant
well.
land, huh?
Yeah, and we can say quite the same for you. Never really come across your kind before.
Not till tonight. Well, I guess this morning.
Kind of points at the people, he kind of points at you. Alright, so who are you? You speaking for them?
Who's he pointing at?
Pointing at you guys. Like, he's kind of pointing at you, like, are you speaking with them? He kind of points at other people, like, behind you.
Yes, we are speaking for them.
We are their, yes, we are their guides, speakers, and all. So, what can we do for you?
Well, I want to know what it is you're doing here.
Well, considering
First
this is
off.
unclaimed land of the area, we were planning to settle here.
Well, hold on. The whole area isn't unclaimed.
We know the mine is. We never planned to expand in there, especially learning from Scrappy here.
Mm-hmm. Scrappy told you that mine back there is owned by the company, right?
Yes, yes, we've heard all about the company.
Good.
And it's
Should
getting
definitely
pretty
know about them.
Mm-hmm.
And who should I call you fine folks? You got names?
Wolfheart.
You can call me Emanon.
Wolfheart and Ammonon, alright? Okay.
Name's Istara.
Alright. Gotcha. What about you, buddy? Kind of points at Ren.
Names are in.
Ren. Alright. What about the lady back there? What's her name?
That would be Miss
Lorelei.
Lorelei, and our
She's-
companion of June. Or
She's
Juniper.
gone. Yep.
Alright. So he takes another puff of his cigarette. Alright.
Mm-hmm.
Now then.
Mm-hmm.
You say you're planning on setting up a settlement here, right?
Yes.
That we are.
Mm-hmm.
You say you're not planning on using the map.
No, we do not plan to expand our influence into the mine, which is already owned by another.
Preferably to make sure we have least enemies. If eventual circumstances provide, we'd like the opportunity to possibly either negotiate trade or purchasing such things, but we'll need to establish ourselves to get to such a point.
Right. Scrappy explained to you you're gonna have to pay a tax. Like either whether or not this land is unclaimed by the company, you are technically using it next to the land that's owned by them.
I'm inciting him, see if he's just trying to extort us.
Yeah, I am doing the same.
Sure.
I might have no insight. I'm gonna do it anyway. Actually, never mind. I actually have decent
I'm gonna
insight.
do the same.
So 20 from me, 12 from Ren.
He's kind of the charismatic of the group, and I'm gonna give a pretty decent deception because they are raccoons. They're kind of meant to be
They're 11 for me.
deception.
I just stare menacingly at them to keep them from
Alright.
lying.
So yeah, it's Amon and Istara probably guessing that he's probably pulling this out of his ass.
Oh, I'm sorry. That was not stated to us in the current circumstances. As far as I understand from Scrabby's full description of the circumstance, all we have to do is make sure we don't interpose on your property, which, as we're currently planning, we're not, meaning we have no current problem. As long... She'll kind of smile towards him in a knowing way of, let's not get on a bad foot.
Yeah,
Yes.
well, Scrappy's just a minor now, isn't he? He
Scrappy
doesn't
may
know
just be a minor.
exactly all the paperwork now, does he? But I do.
Mm-hmm. Well, if so, may we see said paperwork? We are quite capable of reading. Maybe we can discuss out the terms and details.
Don't exactly have said papers on me. Was expecting company.
Well, I wasn't expecting others here either, but let's say it's an unwelcome surprise for both of us.
Uh huh. Alright. Right now, then. We'll just, call it even. At least until I can give you those papers.
Works out fine by me. But when it does work through, I'm sure we can discuss the details. Better part till then, if we get things a bit more settled here, you're welcome to partake of whatever necessities we have, be it the tavern we eventually plan to build, alcohol, maybe even a bathhouse, anything of this works. After all, you are working in the mountain behind us.
Possibly even better equipment than you're currently being provided.
We do have quite the capable blacksmith for that.
And if you're hungry and in need of food, I can cook something up.
And quite the impeccable chef here. I myself am quite good at brewing, so, like said, we plan to provide, settle, and eventually build up here. So whatever may happen, may happen. But of course, we won't get in your way. Don't want to mess with the company's time and all.
Mm-hmm. Right? Now then. He's just kind of taking a survey of all you here.
Mm-hmm. There's also the matter of hand of hearing from what Scrappy had to tell us of all of you and your work. Given the circumstances you have to live, we would like to extend the opportunity, if you so would like to choose, that you would have the opportunity to not have to work in a
I'm gonna have to stop it
constant
right there,
environment.
ma'am. Or whatever. What the hell are you?
Your first assumption was correct.
Okay, I was like only judging by the tone of your voice, but hey, yeah. We're not gonna sit here and listen to your honey words trying to break us off of a true home. Is that right, boys? And he's kind of nod slightly.
Do they all seem like they are nervously nodding or all in agreement?
The four behind them kind of nervously nod. Two next to them kind of just nod aggressively, like if they're just kind of there, agreeing.
Mm-hmm.
100%.
So let's see. I mean, we were gonna offer you a quiet place to stay closer to your work. So you wouldn't have to travel so
I
far.
know. I got you. You're gonna sit here, offer this and that, and give us all these honey promises and whatnot.
If
We
you're so
both know that
certain,
those are holy words there, sir. You
Well, of
are
course I
sir,
will.
right?
yes, I am a sir.
Okay.
And of course, they're only words now. They are things to be made more strong by the future. I mean, if you're so certain that we are trying to honeypot you with our questions, maybe you should look a bit more inward.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm doing that right now.
I can say I'm quite doing the same with you all.
He's not alone either.
Let us remind ourselves, we're not here for hostilities.
We're not, well, you know, preparing for the worst is quite the common quality with especially aggressive folk.
I ain't gonna sit here about to fight you. Don't know
And
your
we-
capabilities. Don't know what you got to offer. Be stupid of me to put a fight on a unknown enemy. But
Just rest.
I ain't gonna exactly sit here and listen to you either.
Hmm. Well, that's quite understandable. Not everyone's willing to listen to the betterment of their own life.
Yeah. You keep slinging those words.
Well, you're slinging as much word as much mud comes out of your mouth.
Ah, see? Doesn't take much to get the truth out of you, now does it?
Not really much. It seems you're the one who's trying to deceive us with that little tax of yours. I don't mean to be quite rude about it, but I can smell a liar whenever I look at them. And I can say you three in the front definitely stink.
Won't be lying for long, you'll see.
Oh, I'm sure. But I can say with certainty we have not been trying to deceive you. All we wished for is to try and extend an olive branch. But if that doesn't work, a sword is just as fine.
You're free to go back to your lives of constant fear of thieving and stealing and having nothing that counts as truly your own. We just offer you an alternative.
Mm-hmm.
One to hear that your friend Scrabby is a little bit wiser to listen to.
Is that true, Scrabby? You're aligning yourselves with them? Yeah, Scrabby's just like, I mean... Yeah, alright. That's what I thought.
Like we
You
said,
know intimidation won't work.
and we also can agree to this. We offered him the same olive branch, and the deal is quite intriguing to those who are willing to listen.
Takes another drag of his cigarette. Men, take one footstep over there, I swear to you. It'll be the last step you take.
And take one hand to them just to prove your little point, and you've got an entirety of us to deal with.
Oh,
I don't want to see
ain't
no
your
harm.
business, friend.
Well, considering you're on our future land, I say it is quite our business.
Couple chances to make it your land there, friend.
Well, just because you have a camping for this singular mine in the mountain doesn't make this yours either. Open land, open choice. So it can either be the choice of agreement or possibly where your graves rest. Not that I want to make them. I'm sure they'd be quite ugly on the side of the mountain here.
He kind of squints his eyes. I'll be ruined that.
Well, that goes for both of us. I mean, your fine fellows back there seem to be a bit afraid of you. So, I guess I can understand. You could try to be the intimidating fellow you wish you were.
And also, using fear and intimidation against others that are weaker than you, not the best choice of a leader.
Mhm.
So I suggest you keep that attitude down a peg. I'm just being kind here and just being the better person of the group here. So, the four of you in the back, don't let his fear take control of you. You have your own lives and you make your own choices, so your choice to follow.
I suppose you can make a persuasion check, but this will be disadvantaged because they are
I'm
terrified
sorry.
of these three, so they are. Yeah.
Can I make a counter intimidation with my words earlier to give them the whole work?
You're
Pick
trying to
another
scare them to
persuasion.
your side?
No, I'm trying to put some fear into the three up front to show that they're not so tough.
And I'm trying to put some kindness into the four in the back, and I did not think before I said what I said.
Yeah, sure, you can make intimidation. Again, we'll see if you succeed on that. First off.
Made a roll for
29.
the
Oh,
thing
okay.
for what I said earlier, or should I?
Yeah. You can make a persuasion roll. I'll let it be normal
Persuade-
because, yeah, I say that
Persuasion.
intimidation probably works just fine.
Then it'll just be a normal roll then. Damn.
4.
Yeah, they're not particularly swayed to your side. They're still pretty scared, even
Damn.
though you've scared them, but they're still pretty scared. Uh,
I tried to put some kindness.
I'm just, you did fine. You did fine.
Yeah.
I am going to look the scrappy. Do you think
but
for
you,
full
you just
fellas
notice
you-
that they kind of step back a little bit, but like they're trying to like act tough at the same time, so they're not showing too much fear. But you do notice that they kind of, for just a moment,
Am I
like
able to do another persuasion roll again?
Unfortunately,
Online chances.
No.
So the unfortunate thing is, unless a new circumstance presents itself, you can't just keep rolling something infinitely unless a circumstance is provided.
Okay.
Like
I-
unless you're
it was
opening a
just
door.
question.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to answer. It's like unless you're opening a door, like something like that's like that has no stakes or can be changed. Like that one just might take more time, but you can keep rolling that unless something
I don't
else
know if I
intervenes.
can come
But
up with someone that something
I-
that can keep the stakes up. I'm not that smart.
It's okay.
yeah,
You-
and
you
that's
don't
what I'm
need to
saying.
do
In the
everything
conversation, you don't have to
yourself.
do it everything. Yeah, that's the point of you're not going to have everything. You if the other people in the party have other things that they're good at.
It also is a good point that we have two people who are quite capable in in anything charismatic, like myself and or Ren.
With this whole conversation going, can random Misty step directly in front of this guy?
That's quite.
oh yeah,
I was gonna-
yeah, you sure if you want to.
He just doesn't feel like walking. So, if I'm not mistaken, your town, it's lots of you steal, get robbed, stuff like that. We do this. Yeah.
Yeah, like as soon as you
Don't
miss a
like
step
this
in front
still.
of him, this one immediately points his spear at you.
Well,
One immediately pulls out like a crossbow, and he just kind of wastes his hands with the two of them. They just kind of lower it down a little bit.
Now, let's not get too hasty.
We just have my
I won't
motors
get
out.
hasty if you don't get hasty. That's what you
We
want.
won't. But
We
you
won't.
have to.
steal the mine. You don't attack us. But
I didn't mean to
steal
do
them
that.
from us.
What?
all good.
I didn't mean to do that.
You're not
It's all
attacking.
good.
You're not attacking. If anything, you
I
have it in
wasn't.
your
I didn't
hand.
mean to do that in the first
Hun,
place.
It's
it's
all good.
fine. It's fine. You're not attacking anyone with it.
I just have it up for intimidation.
Okay, that's
all right.
fine. You don't have to click it either way. You can just say you have it
I
in
didn't
hand.
know with clicking it would make it act. I didn't know.
It does,
Yeah.
but yes. Anyways, Ren.
So, long as you don't steal from us, we won't bother you in the mines. That being said, until we see those papers that say, "Oh, there's a tax we won't be paying you,"
You know, same being said, though, seeing how your little steady step back there did show that you are quite, well, the little hood rats trying to act tough in front of your subordinates.
your fear tactics won't work on us.
Oh,
Come
yes.
on, there are people a lot scarier than you.
And there are definitely plenty of monsters out here scarier than all of us, so best not to draw their attention as well.
He said, "I'll get out of your face," and he'll take a step back.
Oh, and to your four friends in the back, I know we tried to give you your consensus, but showing that your leaders in front of you, or mainly your leader and his little right and left hand man there, our offer is open to anyone who wishes to accept. And if you wish to, we will be glad to receive you as company. And of course, we won't get in your way with whatever you wish to do. So, if you'd like, we would like to try and get things started. And if he dares try to strike one of you down, well, that gives us our act of aggression. So, shall we? And I'm going to do a persuasion with that if you will allow it.
Can I help with the persuasion?
No.
Nope. Fair enough. No to the check or no to him helping.
No to him helping.
Fair enough.
That's a 27.
27.
Damn.
Lucky roll. Wait, is it my screen supposed to be a white checkerboard in the first place?
Refresh if you need to.
I tried that first time, didn't work.
If
Try
you
again.
want to go with them, go right on ahead. Just know, I'll make sure they can full report about it back home.
No need to bring in the company for this. This is just people finding residents.
We're bringing in a company on this. We have to. After all, you'll be right next door to the mining operation.
Then
Wouldn't
what's
feel
to
right
say
letting
that?
them not know of our neighbors. Now, would it?
Well, it would also be right to maybe we should find out if the message doesn't get back. If there's no messenger.
How about you stop trying to threaten them with words, for God's sakes? Starla, if you look over to her, she's actually pissed at you right now. Like, if looks could kill.
No, you're right. So maybe a bit more.
I
action.
understand you're trying to be bigger men, the both of you. How about you stop trying to go after what's inside of each of your pants, and just try to actually be people trying to negotiate on new terms? Look, we're just trying to set up. If you have to make a report back to your company or whatever, plenty fine. Tell them this if you need incentive or reason to possibly seek out that trade deal I mentioned earlier. We're willing to compensate with coin.
His ears perk a bit. Corn. How much corn exactly are you willing to trade?
A fair and equal amount to what you would say you would be needing to be covering what is effectively an off-site digging site quite far from home. She'll look at him with squinted eyes. Not in a sense of angry, like, her anger's more right now at Ebadon, but she's very much like, oh god, for someone who's supposed to be talking, you're not really doing the best representation of everybody here right now. She looks fed up.
No, that's completely fair.
Says, that much, huh? Well, Do you have one piece of paper?
Aye, we have parchment.
No, I have the deed to that mine right behind you. You got the coin? How about we make a deal?
I'd be willing to negotiate on such terms.
Alright. Nice and easy. You can have mine. We don't have to worry about telling the company about you, cause you'll own the whole area legit now, won't you? I'm not letting these boys go. They still work for the company. As includes you,
Choke head.
as Scrappy. You staying? You going? Otherwise, I will have to let them know that you no longer work there. I just kind of look to the rest of you.
I'm just more looking to Scrappy on that one.
He kind of whispers, "Don't worry, I'll come back. I just don't want them ratting you out. There's everything. All right.
All right.
The star will kind of nod.
All right. I'll try and."
If that's all your terms, that's so far acceptable, but I would like to have it written.
Oh yeah, of course. I'm an honest businessman, if nothing else.
Don't mind me. Da, 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 da.
Yeah, no,
Elf 15.
I am on the same boat with that. Just because, yeah, he's a sleazebag. Not much better.
I will try.
Would you also like to try Miss Wolfhart?
Huzzah!
I wish I can continue, but I'm having issues right now.
Okay.
Oh no.
He is actually telling the truth about that part. He doesn't.
He is honest.
He lives on the business end.
I need your help with this.
Han, Your password is not the 3 numbers, it's the one you had originally.
You try to log into Forge.
Yeah, she's trying to relog into Forge, but she's relogging with the password for your mini bit for the server. She's not using her actual password.
That's the issue you had last time.
Yeah, Han, use your normal password and use the email that you used for this one.
I know, I put in the email.
Okay, then it does work. You just didn't put in the right password. Han, put in the regular password and then.
Oh my god! It's it's the same one that I used to open up my computer in the first place.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I need to put that in a notepad. God damn.
Anyway, he'll look at Istara and be like, "All right, you come in, nice and slow. Keep it civil. Keep it safe. Meet on neutral terms. All right. You back your guys off. I'll back my guys off. That sounds fair."
She'll kind of look to everyone else and kind of nod. She'll look to Ren. She kind of squints her eyes in a sense that I think he would recognize, and she'll walk forward slowly as he asks, and basically kind of motion for everyone to back up a little bit as he requested.
All right, gents, back
And
off.
she does not seem bothered walking up because, yeah.
Ren will move there.
Mm-hmm.
Let me just double check.
Miss Holford, if you don't mind.
They don't back too far away, but they do kind of back up a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Just whenever you get back, just move your character back next to me.
Okay.
Just drag her and move her next to me.
Right next to you, huh?
Right here.
For me, you're still right in front of the tent.
Reload.
How the fuck do I reload?
Refresh the dang server. It's not that hard, and you're already logged in, so you're fine.
Alright. My jet's backed off, your jet's backed off. Come to a mutual agreement now, can't we?
I believe we can. Aye.
Alright, now I do need a number. I can't exactly just accept a reasonable sum. Now can I?
You need a number for the trade for the equivalence of the mine, then?
Alright. All we found so far is rock. And got the goblins you're probably gonna have to deal with in there. I think 1,500 for the right to the mine's more than fair, don't you?
See. It's a chunk, but we could make up for them. And it's them off our back.
Plenty stone to carve out for your little civilization. I think that's more than fair enough. But whatever's in there, you're gonna have to deal with.
In an earnest sense, as let's not lie to each other, make it 1,400 in the sense that we're taking, in a sense, a problem off your hands of an excess mine shaft that you're having to constantly deal with the pestilence of and that you're basically handing over to us. The rest, however, of the circumstance of the deal, I believe is fair. Hence why I'm not going any lower. As someone of business, I believe you can understand of getting a random box and being promised it to be up to standards, only to find out the contents you wanted in the box being a bit damaged from the box not being the exact quality. Granted. She'll kind of look
You're
around.
the ones telling
Still
me you
good
can handle
quality.
yourselves just fine. They could provide proper equipment and all that.
Aye. Hence why, again, everything else you've said is a good point.
So, danger, I don't really think is that big of an issue for you, now is it?
My point still stands.
$14.75.
1450 as I'll say 1465 as an apology. The extra amount for how my companions have acted towards you, to hopefully not have any hostility problems going forward.
I'll take that.
Very well.
Thank you for your apology.
She'll kind of nod. She'll probably go over to. She'll kind of probably signal for Ren to go over to one of the carts and grab the coin bags, or like where the coffers are probably stored for the coins, and get out 1465.
You do that, and then you bring it over. Hand it to you, and walk back so the guy doesn't get mad.
Mm-hmm. And she will
$14.65.
Yep, she'll step forward and she'll set it on the ground and she'll take a step back.
Right, he'll walk over. He'll set the paper on the ground. Well, actually, he'll open it up first and show you that it is indeed a deed. Can you see that all right from there, miss?
Aye, I can see it fine.
Alright, just making sure that there ain't no hanky-panky and double.
Yeah, she is keeping a
twisted
close
here.
eye during all of this.
Set the paper down and pick up the bag.
Yep.
Step back.
And she'll go over, pick up the paper.
Alright then. Business, I'll say, is concluded.
That it is.
Enjoy your mind. Good luck on your little civilization.
Aye. And may your profits of survival be fortuitous for yourselves.
He'll kind of put out the cigarette on his shirt, drop it on the floor. Go, boys.
Catherine would not be happy with fire being placed in nature.
He put it out.
Put it out.
The littering. How dare he? You truly is a
mean-
villain.
Trash pandas, guys.
Fair enough, fair.
Trash pandas.
Hey, Giraffe, welcome.
Hi.
Didn't hear you sneak in.
I did. Oh, you didn't? Come on, Bully. Voldemort, let's go. Come on.
Ah, yes.
Let me get you to proper
Voldemort.
place. Yep, you just kind of missed the whole trade deal going on with some more raccoons.
Oh, I did.
Yeah.
Nina, it's time for bed. In bed. Thank you.
Alright then.
I was talking to Voldy. I don't know. I don't have friends. What are you talking about, Nina?
Doing more babysitting.
Always.
Gotcha. Alright, well, okay. They will kind of head on off,
Mm-hmm.
leaving you with the deed.
Gotcha. Istaris walking back, I think she'd go over to some cover and she'd take a once over to make sure it's proper and that it is all proper detailing of documentation.
Sure. Yeah, it's all there. Yeah.
Gotcha. Well, that takes care of the mining problem in a much more civilized fashion.
I was on edge the whole time.
Miss Emanon, you might want to possibly work on your capabilities of keeping that pointed dagger of your tongue to not be so hostile to those we do not know the capabilities of fully. I was playing off that I didn't know their full capabilities, given the little bit we knew from given the little bit from what our little friend had said. There was a very good chance you might have pissed off the company who has at least enough of a moving force of 3,000, possibly more. That and influence in locations of we don't even yet know. I appreciate the genuinity of the circumstance of trying to help them. But circumstances like this, and tough circumstances, are not won just in one conversation.
No, yes, of course. Not like we could try to sit down and get proper discussion done, but at least we got something out of it.
Aye, we'll have to remake our funds.
How much did we lose on that again?
1,465 gold pieces from the city funds.
Goodness.
I tried to bargain down to 1,400. He wanted to go up higher. I struck a little bit of between the two, given apologizing for hostilities, and still the fact of, outside of being sickful of his greed for the possibility of tax, everything else he had said was genuine.
Mm-hmm.
If need be, I'll donate I can put a little bit back into our funding with the little bit of money I have remaining, but I can't do too much for craft purposes. I'd say let's get some people, since it's early in the day, let's start getting people in building.
Yeah, I should get to work.
Okay. Building, like you said, is going to take time. These things aren't going to just be built in a day.
No, absolutely. I will put 100 of my platinum pieces into the funding of the city to help. Okay, I'll put 10 platinum pieces into the funding to make up for some
100 gold back in.
Yeah, pretty much. And I will use, now that we don't have to worry about prying eyes, I will probably, with the assistance of either Emanon or Ren, group up some of the adults that are currently fit and able, and seek out those who are good at either carpentry or like general infrastructure building and willing to either help in the labor to start building.
Sure. That'll work out fine. Should we have the others who are capable try to clear some of the area of these trees and have Miss Wolfheart and Lorelei keep an eye or help them?
Possibly keep an eye out, given that. There's actually something I'll work on for the first hour before joining in. Ren, I know you don't have too much experience with it, but given your current prior training, it might be useful. I think going forward, just because, while we are capable, I think getting more eyes and more who can assist if terms of circumstances getting hostile would be ideal. Not to mention having those who can keep an eye out on the mines, as we can't constantly have one of us be directed towards it. I'll go ahead and use the last bit of my personal stash of coinage to go ahead and procure some base equipment for possibly at least 5 people, so we can start training a little bit of a guard. I don't have to start it today, but possibly starting tomorrow. I'd say maybe seek out some candidates.
Very well, I'll do my best to find the good ones.
So studying out what you guys have here, resource material wise. Yeah. If you wish to use the mine, let's see here. There is 100 stone available inside the mine, already available to be used. If you wish to get more, you will have to mine out more.
Mm-hmm.
But that's basically what is left behind from their Malpax.
Yeah. I think for the current moment, it would be. I think we're wanting to try to start setting some buildings up, and wanting to get some materials and start setting groundwork for stuff, just because I think if we're going to do mining, we might want to have some people actually trained and maybe equipped to be able to be on-site security, just because they have already said that there's goblin problems in those tunnels that they've only recently stopped a little bit, but they could spur up again and again. We don't want to be... Well, we can have people set to do stuff. We can't be everywhere at once doing everything. But yeah, I think we'd be starting construction, or a chunk of population starting construction on a building, and the other probably cutting down some of the trees in the area. If that sounds good for everybody else.
My imagination is drawing a blank.
Who are you going to be assigning to what is the question.
Okay.
I'm cooking. That's all I can really do.
Oh, you can help keep watch. You've got good eyes.
Like I said, you
we'll
can assign
keep
a certain number of people to wood chopping, a certain number of people to building, a certain number of people mining. But you only have so many you can kind of dictate
do
to
so with.
work around with. You can have the elders and the kids work if you so choose. That is up to you.
We still have a little bit of people that are sick, right?
Yeah. But it's like right now they are getting tended to, so majority-wise of them are kind of taken care of.
Did 5 people die?
Yeah,
Yeah,
5 people
5
died.
elderly died on the travel.
Yeah. We had lost
I
5
didn't know
elders on
that.
the way up. Yeah.
I didn't realize that. I'm sorry.
It's all good.
Condolences.
Random sickness. We're going to give them a proper burial today.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah. I'd say, given current circumstances, I'd say Istara would probably want to ask maybe 10, 15 of the adults, if they're physically able, to start helping with building. Or at least starting to gather the materials and start helping blueprint an idea. She can help with because she can do the base structuring she's done before with the material again.
I got you. All right.
To give us at least a jump start to help the process, but it's still going to take time to do the rest of it.
Just to make things simple and easy, I guess, resource-wise, I'll say one person can gather one material, just to make things simple and easy to kind of estimate who is going to be able to gather what. Is that all right?
Gotcha. But yeah, Istara for at least kind of would go to the people, kind of instruct of the idea of. I guess we probably would need to clear trees out, so I guess that probably for now is the priority of we need to do some logging to remove some of the nearby trees so we have space to put proper settlement buildings and such and foundation.
Right.
So probably that, and once that's at least taken care of for them starting to work on chopping down, Istar in the first hour will go ahead and use her ritual. I can probably only make 4 of each if I have to leave an outline. So I'll go ahead and do my ritual for me channel divinity, and I will, using the cookie sheet of the kind of the gunpla tray idea, she will take an hour to perform a ritual, and she is going to make a tray that has 4 short swords in it and 4 shields made of steel,
Okay.
so that we have some base equipment that we can pass out for when we start training guards.
Okay. How many are you going to assign to guards?
Well, I mean, at the moment, that's more of she's preparing the gear for the next day. But
Gotcha. Okay.
currently it's just she's making the gear so that we have it, but we've got to do stuff today to
Alright, I just
try to knock
I
stuff
just
out.
need to know who you assigned to what and how many. That's all.
Yeah. I mean, currently, let's see, we've got a chunk of bushes and trees. I mean, if they're in the way, I mean, probably a chunk to trying to get the trees and bushes out of the way for at least the chunk of the day, if that is reasonable. So, I mean, if we have to start tomorrow, we can, but since nobody else is currently speaking up on it, I mean,
Each tree will provide 10 pieces of wood. So you'd have to at least assign 10 people to one tree in order to cut down the tree fully.
gotcha. I mean, I guess then probably similar to the other day, if we're assuming some of the adults and such are the physicians and such, I'd say probably like maybe 30 adults and 30 young adults, so we can get a good work group of getting the wood down.
Okay.
So we got a
So
total of
60 on trees.
Yeah, like 30 on trees, like trying to work on as many as they can in a day, and like 30 on the bushes, I'd say, unless anyone else wants to say otherwise. I mean, actually, let's do 40 on trees and 20 on the bushes.
How are we doing on food, by the way?
Currently, we are still okay. We are close to 5,400 food.
Okay.
Yeah.
And we need
The,
what?
Bushes do not provide wood, but they will provide like sticks and kindling for like fires.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Wood really badly.
Gotcha. I'll go ahead and mark down my notes that we have for
So let's see here.
short swords and shields.
That will clear 4 trees and 2. Well, the bushes I will say just probably have like 5 of each to clear them out because they're not as big. You could probably, yeah. So I'll say you can clear out like 4 bushes as well.
Be 80. So it's fine.
Do you wish to mark the trees and bushes you wish to clear, or do you want me to just pick randomly?
We can mark them. Just a second. I was just
Okay.
taking note of stuff.
Because that is probably would be a good idea to let me know.
Okay. I'd say for the most part, I mean, given the current area where we're setting up, and then looking at the task manager, looking at the picture for what the goal of the city is. I mean, I'd say probably just because like settlement area was pretty much the most part. Probably like tree here, or the bush or tree, like the stuff
Alright.
currently closest, I'd say,
So this tree,
to us.
bush here.
I think it's
Yeah.
like on the map. That's the trees are the same as this one next to Wolf. That's the same, and then this one over here is the same thing. Those 2 are the trees that are on that map.
Mhm.
Or the greenery areas. Sorry.
Alright. Anywhere else?
I mean, if they're the same, we could probably leave them. I'd say like probably then this one. We can take off the prior 2 because if they're still there in the general map, I mean, we could leave some.
Yeah, that's what I mean on the new map.
Probably wanting to build into the expanse of what we've got, so I'd say maybe this one and then like this one. So
Where are you ping?
this one.
I don't see where you're pinging. Okay, sorry.
Farther up, top right.
Top right.
Yeah.
There's one right here.
Good, got it.
No, it's currently all mark it with a ruler.
This one.
It's this one.
Oh, I didn't even see your ping, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't see it either. Okay,
Yeah,
that's
this one.
one bush, 1, 2 trees, 2 bushes, 2 trees. You still got 2 more trees and 2 more bushes if you wish to clear those.
I guess these 2 trees then for the mine.
No problem.
I think that would at least be a
2
good start.
bushes.
2 more bushes.
Yeah, you still have 2 more bushes. It's all good. I mean, that's take your time.
I'd say these 2.
All right.
Kind of just clear out the inland we have a little bit to start making room for stuff.
Hmm.
At least that's what I'm thinking.
All right. I will say that will take probably them the day to clear that out.
The day to accomplish.
Yeah. Again, just to try to keep things simple and easy.
Mm-hmm. 12 of this left. Yeah, I think since that's gonna take them the day. Yeah, Astara will go ahead and take the chunk of the remaining of her funding to at least set the framework and do the similar of like the steel wood to start the frame for what would be, since I think we agreed the first building we're wanting to do is the blacksmith, so that if we need any exotic materials made for either better equipment or building these buildings, that we can actually supply them.
Gotcha.
So I'll probably, let me look at the map. What would be a good like forge spot? I'll probably set up the blacksmith maybe around like here-ish.
So that will get you.
Because let's see, how much is blacksmith costing this? Because I can save us on materials a little bit, but it depends on all.
Alright, just give me 1 second.
It's all good.
Before you start placing things.
Mm-hmm.
Because I can edit this map real fast and update it for your changes.
Gotcha. Probably take most of me funding, so.
There you go.
Okay. Gotcha.
That way you have clearly areas that you are working on.
Mm-hmm.
So you guys should start making bows for people so we could start like maybe hunting more and not just have me on hunting duty.
I think that would be a good idea.
Oh, that was not in character, but you know what? I'm good for it.
I mean, in fairness, yeah, I imagine we've probably had a reconvening after the whole
probably.
conversation of the deal with them.
So I'll just make a good old woodcarver's thing. Why is it my intelligence? She ain't that smart.
It's the default D&D thing.
No, I know. And do I have guidance? magical spell book? I do, and I'm gonna guidance myself just in case. You never know.
Fair enough.
Excuse me.
But yeah, Histara will.
Alright, so where would you like to put what where is the question.
I'm thinking for now, probably wanting to put the blacksmith, if I'm looking at the goal map, or what we have for ideas for where it could maybe be a good like blacksmith building, because it's still central to everything. I'm thinking like possibly like right around here, and that area kind of being more like
Right here?
right around here. Yeah, the area around there is where she'll, because she can't fully build the thing by herself in a day, but she's at least setting the framework so that tomorrow we have at least a head start on what we're needing to do. So she'll wait an hour to recharge her divine capabilities of the art of craft, and she'll then do another hour ritual to, I'd say, just so we have some coinage still on our persons versus the supplies. She'd probably take like 10 metal out of the or city reserve, and then 90 wood to create the go ahead and create the steel wood for the frame of the blacksmith. So I'll just put that in chat.
Yeah. So, Cobalt, with a 20, how many bows do I make? Probably short bows.
20. Okay, so you're just
I
making
got
just
20 of them.
bows? Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, just some bows so we can get more hunters besides me. Because I'm a hunter.
The
The
blacksmith will
twinkiest little
cost
gal.
600 stone, 300 wood, 400 metal, and 500 gold to set up.
Okay. Is that accounting for me building the frame out of the initial material? For at least, I would say it's probably more the metal thing, just for given the steel wood property.
Right.
Because that's the entire point of like setting the framework.
Total amount.
That's what
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I was putting that in chat for like the taking that out for that. So I'd just count it more towards the metal. I mean, it could count towards the wood, but I ain't fickle. It'll count towards the total cost. The only thing that really matters. But at least set up the framework of it.
So, like, that much then?
Well, remember, my ability just converts it to what I need. I mean, it'd probably be like, if it was like to be tracked, it's like probably 50 off the metal and the wood. Because it's like an equal split for what I'm imagining the material is for steel wood. Because it's like a wooden log reinforced unnaturally in a sense of it's got like a steel girder that's thin enough but sturdy in the center with like rivets holding it together. So probably like 50-50 on both, if being fair. So it'd be like 600 stone still, 250 wood, 350 metal, yeah. So that's probably a good spot at being fair about it. It's just from the reserves, I pulled 10 metal and 90 wood to do what I did. But yeah. Yeah, Star will spend, I guess, the next 2 hours preparing and setting that up so that we at least have that good to go for tomorrow to hopefully speed up how long it's going to take to start getting stuff set up.
Gotcha.
But we can go back to Giraffe's question.
Yeah, how many short bows did I make?
Okay.
With a
Was it
20
20?
wood. Yeah.
We did just get a lovely supply of sticks and wood that we can't use for
did.
supplies.
Okay. I'll say that you made 24. Simple.
24.
Like,
Jeez, nice. That's good.
I mean, it's just a simple short bow, like just wood and string, basically.
And I know I can do two things at once, but I just imagine while she's wood carving, she's watching Tara do all her cool bullshit. Because it's so fascinating to her.
Honestly, a lot of it is just her sitting there and just like clapped hands, the material
It's still
amorphizing
really cool
and just
to
sitting.
her.
Yeah, that's fair.
It's still really cool.
That is
Oh my
completely
God,
fair.
babysitting is like talking to himself while he's in his room. Hi, Miss Nina. Yes.
Okay, let's see here.
Tyler is so sassy.
Alright, anything else you were willing to put down?
I mean, that'd be 2 hours for me. So I don't know how long Lorelai's short bow crafting would take. So I don't know what the other one
Well, I
would
made
do.
24 of them, so I would imagine like the same amount-ish of time.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
probably a good hour or so.
She made 24. She's whittling herself away.
Avik, Wolfheart, or sorry, Avik, Amy, and Pen. Is there anything you'd like to do in the 1 to 2 hour period where we're setting stuff up for what we're doing?
I mean, that orchard idea from the first session was a good one. I want to have her help out with that.
No, as much I do agree, but the thing is, first we need to, before setting up an orchard, we need to set up a town. I'm saying keep a hold of those. You know, I'm not trying to shut you down on that. It's just things are important for later.
Seeing as we don't have as much as a fresh source of water from direct food source with fish here at this location, you had mentioned prior you had capabilities to help the land be more productive prior, yes?
Yes, I did.
Possibly scouting out some farmland, possibly, since we're wanting to, I'll just give you a map representation. If we're wanting to eventually create like a border between these points with like a wall, maybe hugging the left wall we could put a little bit of farmland to at least start a bit of crop yield.
Alright,
Maybe
so
a tavern.
We can save the tavern for later.
Place
Yeah, tavern might not be.
the blacksmith. I did make it a little bit transparent because it's not really there yet, but
Yeah,
it's basically
it's
like the outline of the
mhm.
plant, basically.
Yeah. Oh,
I
good.
see that. Oh my god, it's a ghost.
It's the bare bones of it right now.
The ghost of a smith.
Yeah, but
Again, everything's not going to be to scale because.
Yeah, because map is going to be. It's to represent the general location, since the one map we have as a guide point is a much more overhead view kind of thing.
Right.
Mm.
I'll try to fit as much as I can, everything for you guys.
E.
Whether or not you can fit everything in here, I'm not sure, but I'll do my best.
We will make do with what we can do.
But
And would probably
I would say that's probably a generally good size for the blacksmith there.
Mm-hmm.
But go ahead. Sorry to interrupt.
It's okay.
like when we're gonna just be surveying the group of people, just seeing who might make a good guardsman or woman. We don't discriminate in
You're
this.
sizing
No.
them up.
Straight up sizing them up. Sizing up everyone of like, who would be a good guard?
Okay, who are you trying to size up? The adults or the young adults or the
Probably a mix of the two, of like
mix of
adults
the
and young
two?
adults. Probably like 4 from adults, 4 from young adults.
4.
We can do more, and I think a star would, like, if we see the bows, it's like we can definitely do more. It's just those who might be more physically inclined for closer range, since that's currently what she's got for
What sort of
gear we've
shit
made.
should I have you make for this? Insight or
I mean, general judge of like capabilities might be more closer to insight. There's a specific
I would
ability
say-
for it, but it's a fighter thing, and
yeah,
that's its own subclass thing. So I think the closest secondary would either be like insight. There is like the option of like, we don't have backgrounds. There's the option of like, I guess,
I could
physical
maybe
knowledge
say
of, like, athletics?
athletics. Like if you want to
yeah,
like,
like
put this
physical.
like through a training course or something.
Well, I was gonna go over the idea of like, I was gonna go say the idea of like their physical understanding of like what makes a good fighter, and then like I don't know, it could be a mix of the two. I don't know. It's a weird thing without specifics here.
Can I do athletics so I have a chance of actually getting a good roll?
Sure. I think that's reasonable.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Not to mention they are literally a bodyguard, so they do this for a while.
Wow. Okay.
Damn it! My rolls are terrible.
I can't tell you like specifically how many, but you think that some of them will probably make good guards.
Understandable. What's with my rolls so goddamn?
So again, however many you assign, it's up to you. But I'm not gonna say exactly how many there are. That would be for the barracks. Anybody else wish to do anything?
I can't think of shit.
I was gonna say, as a bit of above board, you can start the practice of your ability to help the land produce if you want into the area with your
You
one
can go
spell.
fertilize.
Yeah,
And you want to
the
it takes a chunk
soil.
of time, but it is worth doing.
Go look around areas like this.
I was gonna recommend like we do it.
Yeah,
against, like,
along the
wall
mountainside
here.
might be best.
Yeah,
Oh,
because we're wanting to keep it within. That's why earlier I did the whole. We're wanting to keep it within like range of like the circumference of the pocket we have. We can expand eventually outwards, but if we need to build defenses, we want to be able to at least defend the bit of crop wheel we have. And we're probably making a lot of space for people right now in foundation versus crop yield. So I mean, at least setting a dedicated space for it. If it's being helped with magic, probably is plenty fine. Of like the
And
area
like
around
there's
here.
cooler soil over here because of the mountain, and the mountain can like the rainwater can just strip into. Sorry.
It's all good.
My-
You are
Fine.
good. Listen, you are smart in nature. We will give you that.
I will let you know the mountain does cast a bit of a shadow over there, so we'll
Oh, yeah,
kind
I
of keep
don't
the crops
know about that
getting direct sunlight for one. And
So maybe if we want to put it near the mountain, maybe over here, maybe. If you want to keep it like, oh sorry,
Your ping.
over there maybe, because I'm just. Oh wait, never mind. Ooh, this is just
I like
tough
maybe
because
here.
we would need it more in a spot like not up against a place that was gonna cast a shadow.
I mean, we can. It's just the other thing is if she casts plant growth, it's going to be supernaturally boosted.
Yeah.
But wherever we need to. I was just going with that the spot I was saying because it would be what the goal map we had kind of agreed on would be. But we could do whatever we need.
I mean, either way, like the peak will be like right over us, regardless.
Okay, so you're just making fields that we're doing?
Well, not necessarily. We're making very fertile ground because we're using a spell's very.
We're
fun
using
secondary
hose on the
effect.
soil.
Okay.
We're using a spell that very much. It's the fun secondary half of a spell that we've used in one other campaign, but we actually get to use it for here because I believe Avik had made sure that they Wolfheart had it.
Yes, I did talk to her about getting plant growth.
Yeah.
Well, if she's doing that over there, I'm doing my bullshit over here.
Gotcha.
Okay, I'm keeping watch
Just
over
so
her.
I'm out of the way.
I'm gonna keep watch over her because I know. Well, if she does the 8 hours, it covers about a half mile, or actually a full. I don't remember if it's a half a mile or a full mile.
It's a lot.
Yeah.
I knew that.
Let's see.
Pulling up the spell
I
He's
here.
read
jumping
that
the
what
river.
this does, and it's just really cool.
Yeah.
If she does it for the full 8 hours... Yeah, it's a half-mile radius.
Yep, half-mile radius, which that should be more than enough to cover the entirety of this area we're in.
If you just do it with one
Yeah.
action, it's just a 100-foot radius.
Yep, but that is a immediate effect over
A
instead of
permanent
a
effect. Yeah.
not really a permanent, but a year-long effect.
Yeah, but when you can re-up it, it's like it can be permanent.
No, yeah, of course. So, basic sense, I'm gonna keep watch over her while helping some of the other villagers move the remaining lumber away so it's not directly in her path.
Gotcha.
So should I do that spell? Or
Yeah.
Yes,
not?
yes. You can do
Okay.
the spell. You're going to be casting it for 8 hours. So basically, you'll be sitting still and casting that.
This looks so different from. I'm not used to this, so I don't know what to do.
Just click the spell. That's all you got to do.
There you go.
There you go.
And you are doing the 8-hour version, so you are currently, however you want to consider yourself casting it. Sitting, leaning, kneeling down, praying, whatever you need to do.
And you've got a handy tree to be right near, so you're not getting drenched the entire time, or at least as.
Oh yeah, no, you've got rain protection.
Oh wait, is it raining? Oh, it is raining.
You're
I
not-
was waiting
no.
for that to show up. It didn't
No,
show
no.
up on my screen.
Yeah, no, hon, you don't need that. You're doing a
Yeah.
8-hour one, so that is only the 100-foot.
Well,
Yeah.
again, you gotta scale everything kind of down a little bit. I'm not sure.
Well, I mean, in fairness, half a mile is still 2.5 miles, so or half of that's still a large radius. That's more than likely like half this section of like everywhere to the left of the line. Because even if for example, like between the tents is like, okay, that's a good like 50 feet because it depends on what the scale size is of above you right now. That's still 50 feet.
So, like,
A mile's a
100?
lot.
Yeah, I know, but, like, again, I'm trying to scale it down a little bit here, so it's not, like, just covering the entire map. So, like,
I mean,
100.
So like that's still
Yeah.
half a mile.
Well, I was
of
gonna
the-
say you don't need to.
Oh my
put down
God.
the, I was gonna say you don't need to put down the template. We can understand like the.
yeah,
gist.
we can understand it's in effect. It's
yeah.
just-
Yeah, because she
it's
is
like
doing.
it was never to get the template on the map permanently because that might just be an eyesore. It was just more so like we're doing it in preparation of making sure the land is good so that we can set it up.
Gotcha.
Mhm.
Alright. Okay.
And-
I was just trying to get an idea where it was you were
Mhm,
putting it.
mhm.
Okay, gotcha.
Pretty much like if we're going off the gold map, pretty much how they kind of have the farmland on that setup of like hugging the mountain and it kind of going outside. It's like more push to the left of like from the top down perspective, the left side of the city kind of covering
I'm
that.
gonna
It just might be going a bit more farther out than that initially expected because I don't think that initial image expected a druid to have, plant growth. So
Probably not.
we might be able to probably could expand it a bit more and have a bit more product benefit. But
Alright. Anything else?
I don't know. My computer's being dumb. Let me move my thing.
no.
No, I'm just trying to get the hell out of their way. So maybe I'll go sit over here with June.
Okay.
Excuse me, June. Oh,
So-
why are we freaking
Wolfart will be spending 8 hours casting the spell.
tilted by the way, Minna? I wasn't sure if that was on purpose.
Star is working on getting the blacksmith set up, or at least the base of the blacksmith set up.
Yeah.
Amanon, are you doing anything in particular?
Am I doing anything in particular?
Yeah.
Like I said, I was,
Keeping an eye out for
I'm-
Wolfram, I believe.
basically I'm keeping because she's casting over a long period of time. I'm just keeping watch for anything that may come this direction.
Gotcha. Alright, and then what are you doing over there?
You would just probably hear her like whispering like chants for the plant growth to increase or to enrich. I don't know the words.
Enrich.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You're good. You're good. But yeah.
Probably like even think like the chanting is hypnotizing. Or
Yeah, you're probably like, land give us bountiful harvest, land give us bountiful harvest. Yeah.
yes, yeah. I would not be able to come up with something as a chant. I couldn't.
It's all good. I think Ren was taking the time to kind of scout out people to
Yeah, he's
For the
sizing
idea of,
people
like,
up over
for
there.
the guards.
Okay, I mean, we already did that, but yeah, okay.
Oh, then they're just
Well,
the fish
yeah.
for regular fish.
Okay. And what is Laura doing?
She was making the bows this whole time. The
Okay.
however 2 hours, however long it took.
Right. Yeah, I'll say probably an hour will pass then.
So make 24 bows? I'm sorry?
No, I'll just say like, at least an hour has passed because I think the
Oh my god, I thought you said
Stars
that- I
thing
thought you meant
lasts
that
like
hour.
takes just an hour, so her tank would technically check first, right? Midna,
Say that one more time.
your thing only lasts an hour, right? It only takes an hour for you to do your thing, right?
Two.
Takes an hour for it to or I had used it for the swords from 9 to 10. I had to let it recharge, so it'd be 10 to 11, which would be
Okay.
now. And to then make the building, it's going to be to 12.
Okay, so
Because I only currently have one use of the ability, so...
so yeah, that'll then be 2 hours. All right,
Yeah, 2 hours for
Gotcha,
me,
gotcha.
Mm-hmm.
Wolflart still has 6 hours to go. After 2 hours, yeah. I mean, you're just making like just simple makeshift bows, or not making anything like mastercraft here. So yeah, I would say 2 hours. You could probably make like just simple rudimentary bows.
The short swords and shields are quite nice and quite mastercraft-like.
Yeah, I mean they're usable. They're not like suited for war, but they can be used.
Oh, for the short bows, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
Wait,
I mean,
I think I came up with a chant. I think I came with something up.
Oh, okay.
Mhm.
Like, okay, I'm gonna keep my composure under control because it's just a stupid idea that came to my head. She'd be holding out her quarterstaff right in front of her, like, looking like her hands are in a prayer, and she says along the lines of, "Nature, hear my call. Give this land the fertilization it needs to survive every food," or something like that. I don't know.
Okay. I mean that's fine.
Yeah.
I would like let who is in Sunny Sal, but yeah.
What?
From
I didn't understand that.
it's from a cartoon. You wouldn't know it.
What's the cartoon? I'm curious.
Jackie Chan Adventures, I think. It's
Oh God!
Uncle's
Yeah, I've been hearing
chant.
that name.
Yeah,
I've
it's
been
like
hearing that name randomly, but I never was able to see the cartoon itself.
yeah,
I
pronounce
was-
it myself.
I'm-
It's like who see Sal or something like that.
Oh boy, I have not watched that cartoon since even as a child. I don't know if I've ever watched it in my life. I probably didn't even know that it existed.
Anyway, I'm just
I
having
don't love Jackie Chan, but no.
I'm just having a little fun. You're fine.
It's funny though. Yeah, I liked it. It was funny.
But yeah, okay. Well, you're gonna be spending the hour at this point in time setting up the scaffolding of the blacksmith, right?
Yeah, the outer framework of like the beams that are kind of now in like a sturdy position for what
Alright.
will be sturdy enough to stand by itself, and just we can add to it.
Alright. Ren, anything in particular you should do now that 2 hours have passed? Are you gonna continue trying to make a man out of these boys?
Hey, gender equality. Yes.
hey, Shang.
I'm gonna try again. Get higher than a 10.
Mine just starts singing the song.
Can I get advantage if he's singing the song?
Sure. Why
Yes.
not?
Now you're making me want to sing. God damn!
You're good.
Out of you.
I love singing.
I know,
15, I'll
me
take
too.
that. Should I roll a performance?
Sure.
No, God.
He's a charisma character, though it's not going to save you now.
Nope. He's singing very, very badly.
Very out of tune.
Yes, it's like, be a man. Yeah.
Do I find
Very
her
tone deaf.
Something,
Interesting
something,
enough?
something.
Lorelai's just plugging
My
her
God.
ears.
Something out of you. Wait, that sounds bad out of context. Shit.
I'm just imagining June like covering her ears with her paws.
June should join the obstacle course.
Yeah, I was gonna say over on my side, besides watching, I'm probably just
15.
also
Okay, 15. Alright. Can tell you, the adults. At least 10 of the adults, and of the young
Matthew.
adults, at least 5.
At least 5.
At least
At
5.
least 5.
Well, he's gonna start training those 5 then.
Okay.
Like specifically
Shouldn't you
those
try
5.
to
Oh, that's
persuade
good for
them
now.
to be a guard? What if they don't want to be a guard?
Damn bad.
Well, in fairness, that's the point of him kind of scouting them out to be able to go, hey, we're gonna need to have people to help protect people.
No, I know.
Yeah,
I'm just like, what if one wants to be a jeweler?
I can help him with that as well.
They're all guys, so, yep, I didn't roll any females. Which is surprising.
Damn.
Man, the women are suffering.
This is about to be bro zone then. This is about to be ancient Greece.
I mean, yeah, it's honestly really surprising, because I usually tend to roll females, one of those D2s, but yeah, they're all ones, so.
It's like, this works for now.
Amanon is busy keeping an eye out. Alright, so. I guess just Lorelai, anything particular you wish to do.
Oh, I thought during the whole 2-hour ban
It only took you.
bows.
It only took you 1 hour to make them.
to make 24. That sounds
No,
nuts.
I would say it takes the full 2 hours to make the 20.
Yeah. Because
You had said
24 is
prior,
a
but
lot.
alright. Because you had said twice that it took you about an hour to make the bows. But alright.
That's what I'm assuming.
I mean, she's the one that wants to make it a 2, so I'll make the 2.
Well, the 24 bows in an hour sounds like a lot.
True, but you are a survivalist.
I
And
am.
You know the good. But you're not
Okay.
wasting time breaking. You're not wasting time on materials that's like, oh, this is gonna break in a few uses.
I'm
Like
not.
it could maybe take the extra hour if you're just willing to say like you're actually making sure you're getting like.
I'm really
decent craft.
picking and choosing my sticks here.
But whatever floats your boat.
She's at least making sure they're
Yeah,
not just gonna
'cause,
break after the first shot.
Yeah, they're
Yeah,
not goblin
I'm
short
picking the
bows.
good sticks.
I'll say she's at least making sure they got some durability.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'll have June slowly keep bringing you more sticks.
As she should.
They stink to high heaven as you feel like she has pissed all over them.
She still uses them. Wait, can I just insight to see if I know if the sticks are pissed on?
Sure.
That might honestly be more perception.
Perception? Okay. Oh, that's even
that is-
better for me.
that's
You're
more of
making
a
my
smell.
situation better.
Yeah, that
That's
would
more of a
be
smell thing.
more of a smell thing.
Oh, well.
I'll leave that up to you.
No, it's.
I mean,
I
in
guess
fairness, your animal
might not
companions DC is
care.
probably not that high.
Hold on.
Probably like a 10. You know your animal.
Yeah,
I'm just gonna say
DC,
she's trying to
you know
play it.
your own companion.
Yeah. Yeah.
If it was like one of us, it might be like a 15 to like 18, but you
Yeah,
know your
I
own
feel like she
companion.
knows, and then she still just doesn't care.
I mean, you can wash them off if need be.
She
You
doesn't
literally
do
got a
that. She
river
doesn't care.
right there. But yeah, okay.
She doesn't care. That's gonna ruin the sticks even more.
Fair
She
enough.
doesn't care. She's just using pea sticks.
Again,
For
I'm
a
just
loyal
regular-
companion,
Yep,
this loyal
sassy
companion
badger.
does not
Sassy.
feel very loyal.
Yeah, sassy badger.
She's sassy. June is very sassy.
Borderline
I know you
spiteful.
peed on them.
Be right
I
back.
know you peed on them, June. Not afraid of you.
She knows.
She knows.
She knows you're not afraid of her. Anyway, I'm just having some fun with your badger. Don't mind me.
Oh no! Please have fun whenever you want.
No hostilities here. Anyway,
No hostility.
yeah, but I will say that you do finish your craftsmanship at this time, so if you wish to work on something else, you can.
Oh. Does it look like Tara needs any help? Not that I could give her help, but it looks like she needs like moral support.
I mean, if we both started at the same time,
You're probably done by now, huh?
probably. If you're
Yeah.
finishing up at about the second hour mark, because
Yeah.
that'd be about the point of getting the framework at least up.
You can go and ask her if you want.
Tara, do you need any help? Are you done?
That
Hey,
should wrap
Paul.
up the bit. Sorry. Currently that's all I was doing for at least today on this, as most of the people are currently doing the wood chopping and clearing things out for the day.
Also, you're assigning all 14 builders on this just one blacksmith.
Yeah, at least to try to get it up and running, because if we're needing specific materials or things produced to make buildings, we don't really have a means of producing that right now. That, and I'm also just in a sense of, so Istora is not having to constantly spam the divine energy that is probably very taxing to just be spamming over the rigid course of a day. So it is both allowing her to do shit physically and giving us more option for resource. That, and I can at least properly equip people for the duties they need to be.
You said duty.
You'd be that childish.
Alright, it will take 18 days to build a blacksmith at the current amount of builders you got working on it. If you have any ways of speeding that up, let me know.
Jeez.
Even in olden times, it does take time to build buildings.
Yeah. I mean, that's the best we can do for now. We need it set up.
Just decide
what
more
exactly should-
builders. I will subtract the amount of builders you put on it from the remaining days. So if you were to put 18 people on there,
So like,
you literally could have it
what-
done by tomorrow.
what's the calculation? Like, if they add one more builder, how would that change the?
He just said that.
Oh, then I missed
it's-
like the exact. I know it would be faster, but like,
Yeah.
I wanted to know like by how much.
So basically, as he had said earlier today, and he's now applying, for most projects, it's a direct increase of one per the person. So if a project, it takes, like, there's 10 pieces of wood material to be gained from a tree, right, of 10 gold's
Mhm.
worth.
Oh, so it's
You put 10 people, and they can get it done
okay.
in the day. So what he
Got it.
basically had just said before you asked that was, if we put another 18 people for building
Okay.
onto it, every person
can
we
get it
put on
done by
subtracts
tomorrow.
a day, basically.
Oh, okay.
It's basically number, person equals number to whatever the project is.
Okay, I must have been dealing with the kids when that was
It's all
done.
good.
Yeah, it's all good. But yeah.
No, I was
Um,
curious.
I mean, ideally, so we're not waiting on this too long. I'd say probably once the loggers are done and rested, probably move most of the people that were helping with that to start building this process so we can get that done. And then once we have it set up, get, I believe, the second one we were thinking on correct me if I'm wrong, Avik, was like the barracks for people to have a bit more of a better place.
I want to say that was what you guys said.
Avik,
Matt.
what was the second building we were thinking after the blacksmith?
We also another one we were thinking of was stables, but
Well, I'm thinking of the people right now. Of like, we have the temporary shelters, but that's not like amazing living quality.
yeah, I know. I mean, if you want to try and settle in a inn, so we have like proper bedding and quality, that's up to you. I was saving that for a later date.
Let's see. So if we've got, yeah.
Again, I try to like help you guys out, so you're not like just sitting here for weeks waiting for like a building to be made.
Mhm. So let's see.
I do let you guys kind of like not get too bored. Like, oh god, it's gonna take a month just to build a house. What the fuck?
Okay, so we've
Oh
got
no, yeah.
Microtransaction question mark?
And then we are doing. So you're saying an inn.
Well, I mean, if
yeah.
we wanted to get like comforts and livings, an inn would work well. If we want to boost the morale and keep people happy and fit working well, we can do a tavern.
That honestly might be better, just because the inn doesn't really
Tavern
house
inn.
the inn
Also-
does not house many people.
Yeah, the inn only houses a few people.
Fits
Tavern
Oh,
also
okay.
people.
Tavern fits about the same amount of people for less cost, but has a possibility of income as well as boosting morale for alcohol.
Yeah, but the
Okay.
tavern does not have places for the people to sleep. It's just like basically like space
For
for
them
them
to
to like
kinda
go
work.
in and eat and drink, basically.
I mean, if
So-
we've got nice tables and we make like nice seats, they could. It might be uncomfortable, but they could use it for sleep if needed.
I mean, yeah, they have to, but it's not designed
I'm
for
just
them to
saying,
sleep in.
No, I know, but for the practicality of it, might be one of our earlier buildings and might be revisited down the road. That might be a current quality they might have.
I mean, we're going to down the line extend it to also be an inn.
Yeah. I'm fine with the idea of the tavern just because that helps with the happiness. Because I know if we go any lower, we're gonna start having problems.
Yeah.
It helps with happiness on there. We have our Miss Wolfheart here for cooking. I'm going to be brewing up alcohol from whatever we can find that is brewable and viable here.
Alright, well, I just want to know if this is. Alright, okay, so you're just going to wait the day for everybody to just kind of finish up what they're doing right now, and then tomorrow.
Pretty much wait the day, and then get as many as we can that are capable of doing the building. Finish out the blacksmith, so that we have that option, and Astara can do background building of stuff in case I'm out.
Alright.
And I'd say after that's done, we could start working, I guess, on the tavern to help
Alright.
with
So, we'll
community.
go ahead and start things off. I just want. Okay, so during the day, now that you've at least got that going, anything you wish to do during that remaining amount of time?
Well,
Because I am just going to
Seeing-
kind of skip a little ahead. That's okay.
yeah. No, that we kind of have to with some of this stuff with this. I think for a little bit of an RP moment, I guess, with Istar, maybe like wrapping up with the setting the framework. Currently with the building, that's as much as I can do today. I'm gonna get more of the boys and people on this tomorrow to see if we can get it done by tomorrow evening. But see, you've got a rather quaint bit of short bows there.
Yeah, I was a little busy.
I can tell. Smell a little bit weird.
Yeah, that you don't want to touch some of them.
They'll probably need to be clean then.
Oh, yeah, I was planning on doing that.
Right.
Yeah, June, got a little piss happy, I guess.
Istara will just look to them like,
Side-eye to June.
So she just stares back at you, sniffs and huffs, and just kind of turns her head.
they're not just spiteful, and at least there is some compassion in there.
Ever since we found out about this thing, like coming here, she's been like the worst. I don't know what's wrong with her.
Not exactly sure.
Hmm.
And how have you been taking the current circumstances of coming here?
I mean, I miss my aunt and uncle, but they're not too happy about me being here either. So, I mean, I'm okay.
Nice to know you have family, at least somewhere.
What about you? Any family?
I imagine her probably like kind of dusting off her gloves and like kind of like like cracking her neck a little bit, just like I have been standing in a spot for like hours. She'll kind of like sit down, like kind of like cracking her neck a little bit, and like sit down, just, and she'll kind of, I presume, on the other side of the the river, just seeing Ren training
Yeah.
the boys with like semi wood shaped like swords and just like helping them train a little bit.
They're just sticks they got off the ground.
Oh
I
yes,
mean,
absolutely.
more than likely.
To begin with.
Yeah, no, that's a terrible mistake.
So,
Astara's still holding on to she's still holding on to the nicely crafted, like the near master crafted short swords and shields. Those are not going anywhere yet until they're ready.
It's like an elementary school playground. I let them choose their own sticks.
Istara probably would just look over watching them do that. Well, outside of Ren there, which is pretty much close to family for me, I pretty much left everything of family behind. Mother passed quite a whiles back, and my father was a good man once. Unfortunately, when my mother passed, wasn't exactly, how to put it in simplistic words. She was kind of his central balance, kept him straight.
Yeah.
Once she
I
was
get it.
gone, it was slow, but it was gradual. But
Sorry.
no, that's not your fault.
No, sorry I brought it up.
Yeah, can't be blamed. That was once he got to a point I couldn't stand it. I just left and been traveling, met up with Ren, and we've had our fair share of travels and scrap. And when they heard there was a new chance of starting anew and such, I'd rather not be attached to my old family. It's kind of why I decided to come over here with them. So, hoping to at least start new family. Avik, we can hear you breathing. Ren, you can make an athletics check to train. They will gain 25 XP level per day of training, and you succeeded for level 1.
Ooh,
Finally a good one.
21.
Be all powerful, and I think they should go up 2 levels.
See if I was DMing.
Ninja would let it happen.
Yeah,
I know.
Just kidding. I know over here I'm trying to keep her entertained while she's casting spells. Besides keeping an eye out, I'm just sitting beside her, just playing the pan
that
flute
works.
and doing casual music and singing.
Mm-hmm. Was more so just making sure you were aware of we were hearing you breathe.
Yeah.
I
Don't
don't
need
know
100 EXP to get to that 1/4, so yeah, they're 1/4.
So 4 days
right
of straight training. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Takes time to train them.
And I understand for some, I don't know if my systems deviate or something because of the injuries, but I don't know.
Not sure. But no, it's fine. I wanted to get to know the people around us. To actually say we actually have camaraderie instead of what the her face kind of goes like.
Oof.
Oh.
I
makes it
accidentally
funnier.
grew in very out of tune.
Oh.
You would see Star's face kind of goes a little stone cold, and a face that I think Ren has seen all too many times of a bit more serious and kind of frightening in a sense of just the weight of the seriousness of just circumstances. Just wanted to get to know each other so that we're not repeating what we had earlier.
Yeah.
Ren feels a shiver down their back.
I'm sorry.
I didn't do anything wrong, but fair enough.
I actually just looked down at my pan flute. I realized there's an arrow sticking out of it. Forgot to take that apart. God damn it.
Lorelai has to block her ears a little bit, I think, from hearing this such out of tune pan flute.
I mean, the good news is we're a good distance away from scaling a map.
I'm just
it's
imagining her
raining.
ears are really good.
Fair.
I was on the point of now there's an extra hole, so it's slowly becoming a normal flute.
Jeez.
Just sounds like a recorder.
Yeah, that's what that loud whistle was.
Oh.
I'm gonna take some wood and try to patch it back together.
Uh,
Fix the hole.
I would say probably Ju's like freaking out because again, animals hear at a very different frequency than people do.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, she's probably freaking out from.
Oh god, it turned into a bad
Yeah.
whistle.
Yeah. Can I try and soothe her? I don't know what that would be.
Animal handling.
handling.
Yeah, does a passive 20 do it?
Sure.
I mean, this might be an active role thing,
An
but it might be
active-
startling.
Midna, shush!
As much as I am one for advocate for passives, I mean, there is time for active roles.
Listen,
If you're
there's
going off
fun
for
to the active
passive,
roll
this
as well.
badger should be terrified of Ren at all times. I'm just saying.
17.
Jesus, rolled a 4. Amazing.
I also have like a plus 10 though.
I'm taking my time over here to try to just slowly patch together the extra new hole that's been put into my pan flute thanks to the goblins.
Just like June's head in Lorelai's lap as she's like petting her calm.
She's still very out of
She's
tune.
probably
but
like trying to bury her head to your like lap or something, like
I was
just
gonna
to
be
get
like,
the noise out of her ears.
I think
I
in
know.
relative, unless that thing is that loud, they are like so far away.
I mean, still, that's why I said earlier. He
Animal.
was saying animal.
No, I
You
understand.
played it that bad that you're
You played it that
overpowering
bad.
rain.
It's like a child in the like one half of the school, like playing the recorder so loud that you hear it on the other side of the school.
God, I don't even have to imagine that. I lived with that for
I lived
a
with
few
that too.
years.
I hear that. Oh god,
4th grade was rough, guys.
Anyway,
it was stupid. Is
Yeah.
what it was.
In terms of circumstance of anything else you'd like to talk about to get on off that topic.
Oh, how do you do your little, and she'll like imitate your little clap thingy that you do?
That was something I picked up from studying in Divine Faith, though mine's not exactly what you would call standard. It's dedication to crafts and such.
Oh, you're very crafty.
Thank you. So you seem to be as well. Actually, not really that all taxing in terms of physical. It's more so just a spiritual thing of balancing out the understanding of what you're making.
Oh, what good does that whole thing?
It's the ironic thing. For mine, coming over here wasn't too much of a hindrance for many others. Probably why I got scouted out for it in the first place.
Oh.
Mine's more just belief in the practice, as sure there are those from our world that were of craft, but mine was more so just a belief of the understanding and development of further crafting.
Oh.
I'm not sure if that's necessarily resonating here, or maybe there is some type of deity I was worshipping unknowingly. I've just been very open-minded to it, and it's usually responded.
I honestly no idea.
It is fair.
I was just curious. I've never seen anybody ever do that before.
That is fair. One day I'd like to not have to do it in secrecy once we maybe start having other people join us, if that is ever a possibility for our little community growing, but ideally, given what Scrabby had said earlier with the conversation, if we do get to outsiders, unless we really trust them or we start having good alliances and trustworthy people, probably can't do that all too willy-nilly with others.
Oh yeah.
especially since, from what I understand in my practice, I haven't done it yet, as I've not had exactly excess funding to do it, but I do have a little bit of excessive idea that I could possibly put into work. I can possibly get myself and those of us who use physical tools some benefits, but I don't think it'll be cheap and it'll take some time to do. The other unfortunate thing is the two materials I think I can make with this ritual. Unfortunately, I can make the raw bars. I can't make them into tools like I've been doing.
Oh, okay.
So that's the other reason of getting the forge up, is if we want some better equipment for us, and possibly maybe a little bit of an edge versus other hostilities if they should arise, we can have ideally better equipment. But it is an art of sorts. Would you like me to roll for long rest events? Sure, because I mean, unless anyone else wants to do some RP stuff. Afterwards. But I know that right now Wolfheart's kind of busy doing the ritual for the next chunk of day.
Yeah, she'll be done by the end before I transit over the next day. So.
Okay.
I don't even think making conversation with her is going to be easy because she needs to focus.
Well, yeah.
That's a dream.
Like, I had a few ideas on what to talk about, but goddamn, I can't do that right now.
It's
yeah,
okay.
well, don't worry.
We'll
I'll
talk about
skip
it.
ahead like 6 hours and let you kind of do what you want for like the rest of the day.
Right. Did you just
Yeah.
jump the river?
No, he walked through it.
Oh, okay. I forgot you were giants.
I'm not that. I'm pretty tall, but I'm not that tall.
All right, so Rid falls into the river. It gets swept away by the current.
Compared to me, you're very tall. It's very
Not
intimidating.
most of it. He'd probably jump a good portion of it. See, now he can not jump in a good 15 feet.
Goddamn, why am I on the verge of falling asleep? No!
It happens, son. Now that I've fixed my done a little patchwork for the pamphlet, I'm gonna try another attempt.
God.
Attempt to what?
To
Playing his
perform.
pamphlet.
Yeah, an arrow pierced it during the goblin fight, so now I fixed it.
Okay.
I rolled so bad earlier, it made a badger whistle and nearly wrecked up the tune.
You
Good.
basically just made
Oh,
a dog whistle.
It's not much. It's a bit better, but it needs some proper tuning.
So, do I need to make like an athletics roll to get across this river without being swept away?
Are you jumping it, or are you just literally like Terminator walking through it?
Just because they think it'd be funnier, they're gonna attempt to Terminator walk through it.
Okay, yes, please.
Terminator walk. No!
Alright, let's see if I can do it.
did you leave the others over there?
But,
Oh.
just a
Alright, so Red gets swept away by the current and it's never seen again.
Tara, I
If they
think he's
start
gonna
getting
need
swept
you.
away, they'll just misty step the rest of the way.
Okay.
You missed it.
Well, I have them just practicing. Show them all I can really show them today.
But what if they get swept away by the carrot, like you almost just did?
I'm not gonna have them go through the river.
Then how else are they gonna get over here?
I'll help them across.
Istar
'cause
just
you did
looks
such
at
a
you.
good job doing that yourself.
Would you prefer that I make you a bit of a rope bridge we can set up?
Would not mind that.
All you have to do
That's
is ask.
probably for the best. Or even like stepping stones, maybe something.
Well, in fairness, the river is rather deep. Because you gotta size it up a fair bit, because it's...
She's tiny.
Everything's basically bird's eye view. Like, yeah.
Yeah, it's like, we gotta size up that river. If it's showing up above, yeah, that river's decently long. So it's like, we gotta keep in mind the actual size of that. That's also probably why Ren can't outright just Misty Step across, but maybe halfway, but it's not going to get him fully across.
Yeah.
All right. Well, if that's going to be necessity of getting over, and probably need to set up something of a walkway to go over there anyways for mining, I suppose I can work on that.
How are they doing, Ren?
I don't know. They're doing okay. Better than what I've seen on the other side. But you might need to teach them how to use bows as well. I do think it's probably best that they well first. I can teach them myself, but I'm more of an up close and personal kind of person.
Yeah, you very much seem like that. And she'll gesture like to the armor.
Fair enough. Fair enough. I can shoot a bow though.
Aye.
I'll
Well,
actually, I should probably ask Lockhart? Lorelai?
Who?
Lorelai.
There we go. Lorelai, there we go.
Lockhart.
Lorelai or one of the bows if he could have one.
She'll give you a bow.
Alright, now I got a bit more range, gotta get some arrows for it, but
I can make arrows if you need arrows.
We also still have, if we want to use them for dummy purposes, we still do have all of the amount of goblin arrows we have in the caravan.
Or those.
yeah, you would just go grab a couple of those.
I probably should make arrows though at some point.
I'll help you with those tomorrow. Let me just.
I
Yes.
can do it myself.
You've already done your bit of regimental training for today. I was actually going to ask you to, if you wouldn't mind, since we've got a bit of the rest of the day to kill, if we wanted to at least set that up. If we could gather maybe a little bit of supplies for wood and such, I could maybe make a bit of a rope bridge.
Alright.
I don't mind helping.
Miss Wolfhard,
Yeah, yes.
you alright? You've been nearly finished for a few hours.
It's tiring. I'm not gonna lie.
He'll hand over a bit of wine to you. Yeah, something I brewed back before coming over. Keep your spirits up a bit.
Okay. She's never seen alcohol before, okay?
Drink it, girl, drink it. It's so fun when a character's never done something before. It's so fun.
I promise
drink
you,
it. Drink the whole thing.
if you have never tasted stuff like this before. It's not strong, it's just something you don't drink all at once.
Okay, she just holds the bottle up and examines it like for a little bit, and then opens it and takes a small sip of it, and she's very surprised and amazed by the taste because she's never had alcohol in her life.
Well, it is made by the courses of nature with mixtures of fruit, different blends I put into it, and the way it was grown has made it improve a bit better. So it should.
A really natural taste, so I like it, but I don't think I would be drinking it as often as you would think.
Oh, of course. No one needs to source this stuff. After all, it is something that does eventually poison one. But it is
Poison.
something. It poisons by just the way it affects the body. No one is forced to drink. After all, it is more or less a choice. Just like with
Well, this
that
stuff could be
raccoon.
dangerous if abused too much.
Yes, I know, which is why I am going to be regulating the bar. As the creator of it, I understand how strong it comes, and I also know the signs of alcoholism within others, so cutting them off before they get too damaging for themselves is what I'll do.
There's stuff I need to learn.
Hmm.
I've never. You mind if it keep this between us, like a little secret I could tell you?
I am not one to gab anyone else's wishes or wants, so go ahead.
I was raised by wolves, not normal elves. Or even half elves.
Well, I mean, if you were half elf, you'd either become full elf or human, so understandable.
That's the thing. I don't know who my real parents are. I was just a baby, so I don't remember their faces that well. I only have blurry images of them.
I remember my family quite well from back home, but I did get quite the growing up, different types of attitude, and especially hard training. And more or less, it made me similar to who I am, but strive a bit further for who I wanted to be. Didn't want to follow exactly in my father's footsteps, but here I am now. Still able to do the things he did, just not so much. But
What's your
growing up,
father like?
last I saw of him before coming over here, he was. And knowing that man, he'll probably live for several many years. But, one thing I can say from others, the name I've been having everyone call me by, it's more or less a anagram, or a false name. Something a bit more fun. I don't wish to fall back on my old identity with them, though I will keep my mother's last name, since that is more of my recompense with it.
Curious.
Well, I mean, if you haven't figured it out, which so for some people it does take them a bit, try and break down what the name Emanon is.
You got me there. I don't really know what it is.
Why don't you flip it around backwards? Noname.
Namina?
No.
Spell
No.
it?
Name.
I'm sorry. It takes a while for me to figure this out.
It's fine. But yes, the typical anagram works of that is backwards, it is my name of Emanon. But if you flip it around, it typically just says no name.
Oh.
Hmm,
Okay, I'm
something.
slower than I thought.
It's fair enough. But I can tell you haven't really given us what your proper name is, just the name you wish us to call you by, which is
I
understandable
told
too.
you it's wolf parts.
I'm sure there's more to it than just that.
Believe what you want to believe.
Well, as I stated before back when dealing with that rattling, basing, basing more, it's just I've learned to be able to sniff out people whenever they're hiding something or telling truths. Not that I'll try to reveal them because everyone has their secrets. But I know that not everyone has told everything about themselves because we haven't had time to, or we're not too close with each other to do so.
The issue with that is not all that comfortable with people.
I understand, but you seem a bit comfortable right now.
True, but I still prefer being around animals more than people.
Quite understandable. After all, it's not everyone's wishes to be the closest without the comforts of home, nature being yours. For me,
More
it's,
connected to nature than you would ever believe.
well, I've seen you turn into animals, so I think I can believe that.
You've seen me turn into a giant wolf. That's the only animal you've ever seen me wear.
Yes, but not any person can do that.
I bet there's plenty of people that can do that.
If they're under the same works of magic as you, then yes. But,
It is just far different from what I believe. I just feel like I am different and just not normal. It's what I always kept thinking about growing up.
Well, here's the thing to learn with that. Not everyone is going to be normal. No one around you knows what a normalcy is. Each person is unique and quite workative in their own natures. Not everyone's going to be able to be the same as another, although they may share skills. They may share knowledge, and they may understand other things, but you're still an individual on your own, with your own basis. Never try to fit in with crowds, because if you do, you're copying others and not being who you truly are. After all, that's why it's better for groups of different backgrounds and natures to blend together. You end up creating something lovely with it.
It's true. I guess it's just self-confidence getting the best of me.
Well, maybe a bit of confidence will work for you in the end. I mean, after all, you are a lovely woman who has great nature skills and wondrous things about her. I mean, being able to cast magic on your scale and to be able to work with the divine works of nature, even those far from your homeland, that takes skill and graciousness. Not everyone can have the capacity to do so.
You can imagine the look on her face right now.
But, yes. Though,
My
I'm sure.
homeland is gone, unfortunately.
Well,
I'm
all of
the
our
only one
home.
that's left.
Maybe so, but technically now all of our homelands are gone with this new place we are in. And there's no real way of returning.
I miss my old home. Hopefully I can make a better home here and make great memories.
Well,
Far better memories than what I know.
that is what we are trying to do here. So I'm
Better
sure
than
that we
living
can.
in a cave.
Well, if you ever feel like you're missing the true natures of home, there's a cave right over there. But
Okay,
no,
mister. Not that type of cave.
I know, but it'll be all fine. After all, it's the only, as one would probably put it in best in your words, this is the only beginning for a small sapling to grow into a mighty oak. We've got plenty of work ahead of us, and I know with your skills and everyone else's natures and powers, we'll be quite fine. After all, we all got our own things to work on.
Speaking of work, you've been particularly perspective, if I would say the right words, about my actions and my choices of words. You've been basically on my side for a good short-term while. Can you
Well,
explain that?
it is the nature of making friends, having each other's backs, and being able to grow better as people. It's more on the point of I'm trying to give everyone their best abilities to be themselves. After all, it works best through a mouthpiece that ends up being quite persuasive. And as stated before, everyone here is working for the betterment of ourselves, for our people, and for the land. So once we get everything settled down to truly hold our placings, then everything will work out in the end. And if you're curious on why I've been particular with you, don't think I can't notice you seem to lack a bit of confidence in your own actions and being around these people, as you said before. You just feel out of place and you don't know if you can settle in right with people you've barely known.
You say friend when I barely know you as a whole, even though there's very little information we give each other as a person.
Like I said, it is a building process. Same with any type of construction. Building a friendship starts with a good foundation for learning each other a bit better.
far as I've known, nature's been my only friend growing up.
Well, you have another one sitting here right next to you.
I'll say about that, mister.
That I can agree with. But the worst
But
comes
you
to
are
worst.
honest. That's the one big aspect of a friend that I could use.
Some say honest to a fault, but I do agree with your words on that.
Honesty and respect. Biggest things to know.
Well, if we don't respect each other, then what is the point of trying to gain it if you're not willing to give it?
Well, you've gained a little respect from me.
And I take that graciously. But here's something that probably will be a bit better for you. Since you probably will be the first one to hear it from me, you can call me. You can call me Corin.
Corin.
That is my actual name given by mother, but I also have the chronometer I use for my father and the name I took from our people.
Interesting name. But it's not the worst name I've heard.
Fair enough.
I
mean,
honestly think it's a charming name.
Yeah, it's quite appreciative. But I know, my father, well, he went by many. Even I'm technically taking his moniker for the false name I'm using here. But
I'm
he
sure
goes.
he's proud of you in some way.
I'm sure too. But that man Daro is quite the cad. Kind of hard to pick out his feelings for others.
This spell is gonna take all day.
It will only be about another 2 hours. You'll be fine.
No, you've been done.
Well,
Yeah, no, you did finish.
Yeah, you
Have
finished
you
like
just
8
been-
minutes ago.
I lost track of time so quickly in the conversation.
Yeah. In fairness, to have that much of a conversation, you probably had to be finished.
Babe, you held that conversation really well, and I just went along with it, and I was so absorbed into it, I lost track of time.
Well, I was gonna say in terms like, yeah, you were nearly finished as you were finishing there.
Yeah.
I'm
Only
not gonna
because-
say what went through my head when I started finished, but okay.
Welcome to the fun of embracing the RP of D&D.
Mhm.
That is the fun moments you can make.
Those are my rare
Yeah.
moments of actually being serious when going along with.
Yeah. Very good.
Very
Not
good.
the best,
It gets fun.
but I try.
It was pretty good.
Yeah.
I have seen a lot worse.
Yeah, I have.
Yeah.
Me too. I have.
That was a very good, that was pretty good.
Peep
Mhm.
Oz and the Shadow Dragon
I tried to
as
keep
an
my
example
voice
of
as
it going
low
bad.
as possible because my voice was getting a little pitched when it shouldn't be.
Hey. That's plenty fun, you know. We only do the voices to add to the immersion. At no point do you have to. It's however you feel comfortable doing it.
Yeah.
But yes.
One of my characters literally sounds like this.
I'm actually red in the face because I didn't expect this to go so well. I'm
Yeah.
embarrassed.
Oh, I was
Alright.
gonna say you also heard a name of someone you would recognize out of character.
Yes, from another RP group we're part of.
No,
Or
not
I am.
No, not that one. I don't think you heard the last one there.
I heard Corin,
No,
not
no,
the other name.
no. I said that. Yeah, that Daro is quite a cad.
Oh, I heard that. That was the past D&D character you did.
Yeah, that's his father.
Wait a minute, no.
I'll explain to you later. Let's
You
continue.
gotta explain to do it a
Alright,
judgment.
so you guys, you are done with your ritual. Anything you wish to do with the remainder of your time. At this point in time, it will be like
Some food.
6 p.m. So you do still
I
have
don't trust
about
myself fishing anymore.
4 or 5 hours till probably you need to go to sleep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, let's
I
go and
imagine
join.
that time is resting because she was doing it for her ritual. She'd be good.
Darrow's just
Um,
gonna.
I don't
Well,
trust
I am
myself
in need
fishing
of a
anymore.
recharge, so
Yeah, Darrow's gonna hold his hand out for you. Let's go ahead and go and get something cooking for them, so we can all eat something up here.
no, I'm gonna do a humorous thing. She takes your hand, but she pulls you instead of you pulling her.
Oh, for goodness.
Now come along, you. Come on.
Whoa. Jeez, you are quite strong.
Okay. Will you be cooking from your own reservoir, or shall you be cooking from the city reservoir?
I think we have our own reservoir for cooking for
I don't know. I'm
ourselves.
just asking because she does have a choice of where she wants to kind of pull from. So.
And how?
Do you want to cook from our reservoir of food, what we kept for ourselves, or would you like to cook from the whole city's portion of food for what they are going to be eating tonight anyway?
I guess we could use some food from our own reservoir. If
Okay.
I even
I
said
just
that name right.
yeah.
You,
Yeah.
you
You
did.
did.
You
Yeah.
said it right.
Okay.
Yep. Please make me a cooking check.
Oh, what?
Cooking check.
It would basically, in your skills, it would be cook's utensils.
I thought that was the name of a dish. My stupidity knows no bounds. Where do I go again? Frick, I'm at the sheet. Where do I go?
It'd be in your tools, which would be
Like your inventory.
be in your abilities.
Oh,
Down
that
at the
too,
very
whatever it
bottom, right next to below armor. Yeah.
Cooking utensils and.
Yep.
Oh, I forgot I ever. Okay. Should I do advantage or normal?
Just
No.
normal.
You do it normal.
They're
You can
doing-
give yourself guidance though for this, so you can add
Yeah.
a d4 if you wish.
Oh
you
wait,
roll
it said
pretty good.
wisdom, not.
I don't think she needs it.
It's fine. You've got the skills of it in your wisdom. You're good.
Yeah, the tools are immediately assigned to your strongest attribute.
Your specific choice or strongest, your choice there.
Most people just choose their strongest, so I figure just go ahead and do it.
Yeah.
So she starts cooking,
Yeah,
and after like maybe 5 minutes, she makes like a dish of a fish meat, fish stew, and maybe some fruit salad.
Yummy, yummy.
Have some healthy stuff in your diet.
Are you guys?
I
Okay,
should not
so
have
are
said
you
it
guys,
like that. I felt weird.
are you
Sorry,
guys still holding hands when you walk over?
Just sounded like anti-grandma for there for a second.
Yeah, I was gonna say that sounded like
I
a
did
grandmother.
not mean to sound like that.
She more or less was dragging me behind her, but was holding my hand. Yes.
Still, I think Lorelai is gonna give
I
a
was
look
being a
after
bold
seeing the
woman, okay?
hands. She just has a look after seeing the hands, and she's like, "Okay." Just
Just
there's
look.
a look.
She's
There's
gonna
a look.
quietly let go of the hand. Just
There's a look.
and
That's all.
then.
Just a look.
There's a look.
You just imagine her
You
face
can
after
insight the
realizing
look
he
if
was
you
still
want.
holding someone's hand.
Feel free
Literally
to
just
insight the look if you want, but there's a look. Not gonna say what the look is.
You know what? I'll have Jude also make a look.
Yes, Sea Badger, join in. Stare down the wolf girl.
No.
Damn food.
Damn.
I'm gonna be a mother hen right here. No, eat the damn food. Oh my
Right
god, my
in the-
voice.
But you can also incite the badger if you choose.
Yeah, whoever wants to
Um,
insight, go ahead.
Give the badger a few fish.
No, I'm an insight. I'm not even inciting Lorelai. I'm inciting the damn badger.
Sure.
I guess I'll inside Lorelai just to see what she's thinking for that look.
Yep, that
I'm curious
sounds
now.
about right to my rolls lately.
I'm curious now.
I'm gonna make a deception check for the badger. So hold on. Cool, negative one.
A
Alright.
a natural -1.
Who did Lorelai?
It was almost a
both
20.
Both me and
Definitely.
Jasmine. Sorry, me and Miss Wolfhard did.
Knock it off.
Is the 18
Don't
for
you
the
dare.
Badger or for Lorelai?
Ms. Wolfhard?
But
Is that the
Lorelai.
badge? You're doing it, Lorelai? Okay.
Okay.
Oh, whoever incited Lorelai, I don't remember. You
both.
guys got it. Damn, they work quick. That's what it was. Damn, that worked. They work quick.
Okay, so for Grid, I would say for the Badger, if she could make kissy faces, she totally would be right now.
Ren will just
It's like
look
the
at
little
you
nudge.
and just give that little, just the multiple quick head nod. Just
Just kind of like, what do you want about?
don't worry about it. I'm vibing with the
Nothing.
sad.
No, it's nothing. Don't worry about it.
I'm going to just stay quiet and eat.
No, I was just didn't expect to see hand holding today from two total
were-
strangers. So,
You realize she was dragging me along back
I guess
from
the
Mars.
closest thing she could honestly probably do would be like close her eyes, kind of nod her head up and down, like kind of lick her like lips.
Yeah.
And she just has the face of like, I'm so annoyed that they figured me out, but god damn it, mind your business. And nothing's going on.
damn, they were
There's
quick.
absolutely nothing going on.
Okay.
Alright, anyway, alright, watches.
Okay.
Who will be first watch? That's the only one I really need to know.
Istar is willing to cover it. Istar is willing to cover it only because during her a bit of time of resting, and I don't know if Lorelai and her would have scavenged some stuff to make or at least start gathering some resources for trying to make a rope bridge
A
of
rope
sorts for the
bridge.
passage.
Yeah, I'll
but,
stay up with you on first watch though.
Yeah, I think because Istar is well rested, I think she'd be fine keeping an eye out for the night.
Lorelai's kicking. She's
I
good.
mean, I could keep watch too.
Oh,
I
you
just
get
thought of another idea that
you get sleep, and then you can do another watch. That might be better instead of having everybody up at once.
And I guess I can take a short nap.
Yeah, take like 4 hours, and you're full elf, yes. I don't know. The differentiation is very difficult for me.
It's just like I just thought of another
take
cute event that could happen. That could
take
happen
like
on
a
Thursday.
4-hour nap now, and then like maybe later, like you, Emanon, and Ren maybe could take over. I don't know. So we split it kind of evenly. It's up to you guys though. I don't care. I'm just staying up. I have
I
energy.
don't mind that idea.
Good
I
idea,
have energy
considering-
as
I
well.
don't really need that much sleep.
Well, no, I
True,
know.
though performing an 8-hour ritual like that probably is rather a bit exhausting.
Under normal circumstance, if I held it any longer, I would have been passed out.
Kobar, from both of us or just one of us?
Either one.
I got it. 61. 8 away. Is Tara up with her?
Yeah, I mean she's staying up.
Yeah,
for the night.
okay. We chillin'. Anything happen? Damn it, I could have gotten damn succubus.
All I heard was just like, we chillin'.
We
In
chillin'.
the most casual way possible.
That's just me.
I know. It's funny.
Istar, the
did.
entire time of the dinner, just watching everyone interact like that. It's like she took note of the events. She was just staying quiet to not butt heads or anything, but she definitely took notes in her head.
He's like, Lorelai is literally like, my cousins and their partner act like that.
It's just like she always has like the feeling like she just feels uncomfortable about the looks that she's being given.
Friends vibing, you're up with us too?
Not wrong with it.
In fairness,
Awkward.
I know the only reason Istar is good is just because she do rituals count for short resting for her, and
No,
just know
Ren,
Ren
that they're
yeah.
vibing with June. I wasn't
no, that's
sure
what I
if
was saying.
Ren
It's like
thought
I'm not
too.
sure for Ren given the training.
Yeah, Ren, take a rest. Go lay down.
Technically, until it reaches midnight, they can't rest because they didn't sleep until the morning. So
Yeah.
they can't sleep for today. So they're up for now.
Okay.
Right, because of the prior day, the event that happened. Right.
And Ren's kind of gonna keep that up. He mostly just sleeps in the morning when everyone else is awake.
I'm very sorry about the fish, or the thing, by the way. I didn't intend for that to happen.
I know, it was fun. Gotta stretch out our legs and arms.
I felt really bad there.
I mean, it's plenty fine. It was good to learn that creatures like that can be in the waters. Certainly means we'll have to keep at least a bit of an eye out for any exotic fishing. Might have to have some guards stationed for later purposes.
I know.
And also, can Red attempt to pet the badger?
Okay. So who's
Sure, go ahead.
who's with the watch with Lorelei?
Tara and Ren and June.
All three. Okay. All right.
Just
Please
the
make
four
me perception checks.
Okay.
Okie
June is gonna give me advantage.
Fair.
And I'm gonna go guidance.
I think that's the only person with.
How's a 23?
21.
23 is well.
Twinsies! Did we roll the exact same numbers? You got a 14 and a 2. We rolled the exact same
We
thing.
did. Wow, look at that.
I got the highest
Had the same
roll. I just
But
have the
the
lowest
lowest.
modifier.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah. Sucks
So,
to suck.
Do you like that sometimes?
Real quick, can I roll animal handling? So I'm currently petting the badger.
Do it. I dare you.
Like, real quick, this is just me
Dare.
petting the badger. Nat 20. Loves me.
Of course. Of course. The most important of rules.
God.
Hey, Cobart.
Ugh.
I'm
Your
making your
Hand
extra
doesn't
Ren.
get bitten off, thank God.
I think as a joke, Ren would just look at Lorelai and just mouth, "It's mine now."
Lorelai turns her hand into the badger hand and gives him a look.
Touch my badger. That's all I can
I'm
think
gonna
about when he
intimidate
gives
you
the
with
look.
that, by the way. I'm gonna attempt to my one charisma. Imagine. No!
You know what? Let's just make this opposing.
No, please, no.
Okay. All right.
That's just bad luck on your end, Lorelai.
It really is. It really is. This is the shit I have to do with Amy. The bullshit that happened.
You don't want to know the shit that I have to deal with when it concerns my husband and another group of friends.
Huh?
Don't worry about it.
Okay.
Anywho.
Okay. I don't know. Like.
Yeah, we're just gonna back away a little bit from Ren. I know my place now, I'm sorry.
Immediate routine just, hello, you're fine, Just scared you.
I'm sorry about the thing. And she'll turn her hand back.
No, that was a good attempt of intimidation. I'm not gonna lie.
Are you up with us? I thought you were sleeping.
I didn't make the roll.
Well, no, I thought you were sleeping.
Asleep,
the roll that has
yeah.
nothing to do with.
Thought I had to.
No. If you're awake, you had to make the roll. If not, you're sleeping.
Damn, that should have been at one of the tents if I was gonna take a nap. I didn't mean to do that.
Well, you can just
Well,
take a nap out here.
The
You can use
tents are
Lorelai
just to
as a-
represent the makeshift structures for the people. We're probably got like our camping sets and such for
Okay, then
supplies.
I guess you could just take a nap here.
All
Yeah.
right then. All right, so let's see here. Roar. Well, that's intimidation.
Yeah.
It's
I gotta-
23 for Lorelai and myself
Warren.
and Ren.
Yeah,
for
everybody
Ren.
sees this. Yeah, okay.
What happens? I'm scared.
You notice that one of the horses have apparently slipped their feathers and have wandered off into the night.
I'm immediately going after this horse.
I hear you say feathers.
I got it.
instantly
I
think
can get the
Pegasus.
horse if you guys want to stay here. I can take June with me.
I don't mind tagging along.
Well, I just don't want like the place to be unguarded while the other two are sleeping.
I'll stay.
Ren can
Okay.
keep a good
Okay.
sentry.
I guess we book it after this horse.
Yeah.
You book it after this horse. It doesn't take you very long. A good,
No.
I'll say probably like a good hour away from the camp, so it's not very far, but it's a good.
No, but
it's
still, that's a while.
distance, yeah. But you do see the horse seems to be kind of traveling on back towards the camp.
Oh, okay.
And, notices the two of you and just kind of strolls up to you, as if it's willing to just be if you want to, you can drag it back or ride it back. Up to you.
Well, I would feel really bad if, I mean, the two of us could get on it.
That we can.
Do you want to drive, or I can? Yeah, take the reins. It doesn't matter.
I'm fine with you taking the reins.
Okay.
Okay, so Lorelei is getting on.
Yeah, Lorelei, and then I think
Can
Mara's getting
can
on
you
the
have
back.
June just make me a perception check real quick before you?
Can Astar as well, just because I was going to say before that, looking in the environment of, it's coming back, I want to just make both the environment and
Yeah,
looking over
go
the
ahead.
horse.
I'm more worried about the horse,
Sure.
to be
'Cause
honest.
this is an oddity for...
So that's June.
Okay.
22.
It's an
Okay.
18.
22.
Oh my god, don't bring back that song. It's gonna be stuck in my
Every
head for
girl, watch out! Every time a 22 comes up.
a
All right.
The song is addicting. I just know the words by heart.
What
Just
happened?
give me a second.
I can run by.
Okay. Yeah, Astara, something you feel something weird about this horse. June is probably at this point is loudly growling and
Freaking the
snarling
fuck
at this
out.
creature
Yeah.
for whatever reason. Do you still get on the horse? I just need to know if you're still getting on.
I think she was
Something isn't
about
right.
to. I think she was about to.
Well, I just need to know if you are committing to it or not.
Oh.
Probably hearing Astar say something's not right and hearing their companion start growling at it might dissuade
Yeah.
them.
I don't think she would she probably would have gotten close enough to have hold of almost getting on, but she wouldn't be on the horse. You know what I mean? About to get on.
Yeah. You were about to kip up onto it.
Yeah, I couldn't think of the word. Thank you very much.
Okay.
Is the feeling I'm getting
Are these
Like-
good vibes or bad vibes?
Just something
I'm getting
strange
I'm
and
getting the
odd
vibe of
about
them.
it. I can't tell you whether or not you're getting good or bad vibes about it. It's just something weird.
Okay.
Again,
Looking from the direction it was coming from, is there anything evident with the light? Footprints, trails of anything non-natural?
not you can see, no.
Because I do have because the light radius I do have a chunk.
I got you. The footprints continue going on further past the horse, but it's likely it just kind of turned around and started coming back. So,
Can you ask what Juniper's feeling, since you seem to be able to communicate what they're sensing?
Yeah, I guess I'll commune with June.
are you talking to her?
Oh, 100%. Being like, hey, yo, what's up? Just like that. Hey, hey, yo.
Oh yes, that secret lingo of the
Okay, hold
forest
on.
down street.
Hey, yo, gang, gang. Like,
My God, no.
Okay, she will say, "Oh my God, do you have to talk to me like that? It's so annoying. You can't just
what's
say
wrong? No, tell me.
you
What
can't
the
just
hell are
talk to
you
me
seeing?
like a normal person."
Oh, Voldemort! Leave the cats alone. Can you leave the cats alone, dude?
Apparently not.
Sorry, not Laura, not June. The dog
I know.
harassing the cats. What the hell is just? What are you seeing?
Well, so
I'm sorry.
I don't see
Using that
anything, but I
language?
can definitely smell that this thing is a mimic.
Okay, and she backs away. Um, Tara, and she's like tapping her. It's a mimic. Um,
Yeah, I just saved your life. I better get a treat for this.
They normally
You
can't
will, I
replicate living
promise.
creatures, though.
And she gives Scritches behind the ear.
Yeah, you better give me scritches.
my
The best chinny rubs.
I did not expect the badger to be this sassy and that kind of
Stop.
voice.
God damn it. Fucking
It's
why? It was
yeah.
almost an 18. God damn it.
Unfortunately,
Damn
his
hell.
7's not going to be high enough to defy this thing.
My information might be a little bit old, but from what I knew, they're not supposed to be able to replicate living things.
Yeah, I didn't know that either. Unless it's like the veins.
It would have eaten the horse if that were the case.
Yeah, I didn't think about that one. Um,
Let me see. Does this spell state it can only target a creature?
I mean, a horse is a creature.
A horse is a
No.
creature.
No, I'm stating a specific spell I have.
Okay.
Creature, yeah. Alright then, if we want to try to stress test this.
Go for
Istara
it.
kind of standing forward. First, just because we're in the middle of the night, it's the two of us. This thing could be a bit stronger than we're thinking. It might be this side world mimic.
Hey,
Just
there's
gonna,
3 of us.
just gonna do the nicety of aid for the three of us.
Thank you.
Okay.
And as secondary, I'm going to target the reins to see, or basically the saddle / reins. And I'm going to Sacred Flame the reins specifically.
Excuse me, she just touched me. She did not give me scritches. I demand scritches.
I just gave you.
It is
chinny
not
rubs.
touch. It is just they feel magically booned.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it is not a touch spell.
Tara,
Fair
you're
enough.
gonna want scritches later. I hope you know that. I just had to tell you.
Fair enough.
Yes, I demand scritches from everyone.
She's very upset.
If the reins are living, I need them to make a deck save.
The reins are not living. Are you just
Oh.
targeting the reins, or are you targeting...
Well, it can't target objects, so if it doesn't respond to the reins, I'll go to the saddle.
Okay.
Imagine.
Saddle makes no response.
Horseshoes? That sounds nuts, but that's my next guess.
I don't fully know if ours are equipped with that given
Is
the
it?
travel.
I don't know either.
That's a
I
little
mean,
bit
I
of a
don't know what to
luxury.
tell you, but that horse definitely smells like a mimic.
Can you, June, can you get maybe a closer smell specifically? Maybe?
I like what?
I'll give you very good chinny rubs later.
Okay, how close are you wanting me to get?
Like, I don't know, so you could tell maybe what part of the horse is taking your snout off.
The entire thing.
Okay, love that. Maybe we just attack the horse.
If it's what you say it is, we can't bring it back.
I know.
Okay, I
It's,
don't know. Maybe
June is literally saying it's the whole thing. I
this
asked
is
her
a
for
whole
like,
new
maybe, like
world and every.
specific.
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I asked June for specifics and she just saying like it's the whole thing. It's not like a certain part of the horse or equipment.
Hmm.
So maybe we just have to like kill the thing. As much as I don't want.
Istara basically begrudgingly will target the horse because she's wanting to try to extend out some trust of one of the two people who know nature best, and if this thing is radiating energy that is non-natural, I mean, she's willing to listen. So
Yeah,
she will try to sacred flame the horse.
Okay. Just give me a second.
Is the whole horse a damn mimic?
The whole horse is a damn mimic.
That is strange.
How is that possible? Did you add a BBEG into our Minecraft campaign? Like,
Oh God, no.
It's gonna be hard
Yeah,
for you to
that's-
find
that's
a horse mimic because I don't think that exists. What else are you gonna do?
It physically can't, because that's why I was saying, it's like, I don't believe mimics can even do
Mimics,
that.
like,
They're
that's what
locked
we
to
were-
objects.
that's why we were naming objects.
Yeah, because they can't mimic. That's the one trade-off of a mimic. They can, because that's why shape changers exist. They're the opposite. They can mimic people perfectly, but they can't mimic objects.
The only horse it can be is a pommel horse. That's about it.
I mean, technically, if the horse is dead, it technically becomes an object by the rules.
Yeah, if you're gonna allow that, that starts getting into that weird territory. If you
That's
say that is
necromantic.
genuine, I will start saying, okay, then by that same logic, I can use mending to fix bodies in True Resurrection. Because that's the realm of bullshit you're opening if you say yes to that.
I know, but
Because I get what you're going with, because that is technically how it's written.
that's right.
Because there's a whole fucking... I've got an entire document of bullshit of, well, technically when you die, you're a thingy now. Spells now work on you because you're a thingy. I mean, that's fair. In a weird D&D bullshit logic. That is fair for the parameters the game sets.
I don't know. It's just a horse mimic. I don't know what to tell you.
Alien
now
world
you talk.
bullshit. Yeah. Maybe it's the last of its kind. Who knows?
Okay, cool. I actually have stats for this.
It's good.
I just gotta find a picture. I think I'm just gonna use this just because it's the closest thing. It's not really a unicorn, but it's the closest thing. I find.
Oh boy, don't make me kill a picture of a unicorn. That's too magical. I gotta plug in my computer. My computer's at 4%.
Oh no!
Run! Did you finish eating this food, by the way, cat? Come on. Moldy, do you want the cat food? Yeah, y'all cats. Didn't finish eating your food. I didn't grab my charger.
I guess that works.
It would be so sad if you put a picture of a unicorn on screen.
Alright, so you're casting Sacred Flame on it, right?
Oh,
Okay, I just
my
gotta.
computer died.
that I am. It has got to make a dex save.
Yep, okay, I'm making it now.
And then Nish.
presumably.
It fails.
Okay. You have advantage on it because of your ability. It'll take 11 radiant. So fun. For representation of where we maybe are, if we want to move, just like move the fight down to like bottom right of the map or something. Because
Sure.
we're not technically in the middle of a camp. So
Yeah.
I'll grab us. Oh, never mind. You can grab everybody. Never mind. Yeah, that
I gotta
works.
get my mouse. Okay.
Gotcha.
Alright, so, as you attack the horse's backside will split open.
I swear
As
to
you
God,
see,
you needed the horse's
razor
back.
sharp teeth appear inside of it, and a like long, coilish like tongue will like jut out from like its neck, from the back of its neck.
Oh my God, disgusting. That is a disgusting.
One question before the combat stuff is rolled. Could we position where we roughly be?
Sure.
Yeah, can we move away?
I wouldn't be too far. I just figured I'd be like, that's probably the range, and I'd probably be in front of Lorelei and them, so they might be behind me or close to. Just because if we got that thing, I imagine we backed up a little.
I guess you could,
Yeah,
this
'cause
way
I
I could
got
probably
that.
explain it, but probably like The Thing from John Carpenter's The Thing.
Mm-hmm.
Huh?
Technically, that is a mimic.
Yeah. Giraffe, if you want to like, for like position.
No, I
if you
had
want
to
say you're like,
refresh. I had to refresh because we
all
were
good.
all the way near Brent.
Gotcha. Yeah, if you want to say that like you two are like, that works.
Yeah.
Fair. All right then.
But I will at
Holy
this point in
abomination it
time,
is.
roll initiatives, please.
And I get
Sure.
advantage.
You do get advantage.
Does June get the advantage too? I forgot about that.
No.
No. Okay.
Theirs is their own thing.
June.
Technically, Istara has been keeping guidance up through all of this, just for checks and such. So, she does get a D4 in this. So, yay.
June.
Maybe it'll help. It helped.
What?
Funny number.
Okay. I was gonna be so upset if June won first.
I mean, I'm just ready for battle. Come on.
Let me nod. I want to cut it apart.
Emo teenage girl.
I'm gonna bite into its neck and tear its jugular.
If you want, you can eat it. If you really want, there you go.
Yeah, I'll eat it once it's properly stopped moving.
Well, oh, I love my friend. I love my friend. I love my friend.
Has to remind herself
Oh yeah.
I'm not
the
gonna,
reality of the
I'm not gonna
situation.
eat it while it's
slips through.
still
I
moving
raised it since it was
around.
a
I mean,
baby. I
come
raised it since she
on.
was a
I'm
baby.
not an animal.
I just called you a friend. I didn't call you an animal. I called you a friend.
Yeah, okay.
And she'll do the little like quiet coyote thing at you, like shut up.
I know what you really meant.
Well, if you want to start the combat tracker.
I'm sorry.
No, it's all good. Istara's just like witnessing it transform, seeing to them. It's like, all right, you might want to get behind me. This is going to get a little bit messy.
You see Lorelai like arguing with her badger, while her badger's just like
Just making like growling noises.
Just making yapping and growling.
Lorelai's speaking common, and she's making growling noises.
Fun.
I'm just gonna I'm just trying to have fun with this fucking badger.
No,
Oh,
absolutely.
please
Yeah,
do.
absolutely. It is great. Yeah, Istara seeing this in the circumstances, she will position herself behind me, and I'll make sure I can draw its attention to myself. She is gonna go ahead, and just to make things difficult for this thing, she is going to go ahead and activate Spirit Guardians as she holds up her hand and the willowing wisps of flame surround her. I'm just going to go ahead and put this where I'm going to be, because she's going to also use her Shadow Step to move to this spot. As she will bonus action Shadow Step to here, and she's going to kind of bash the crystalline hammer against her shield. Come and get me, abhorrent abomination. That is my action, that's my bonus, and I'm gonna hold ground so that it's still in the clipping of the edge of the range of this.
Okay.
And that'll be her turn.
Alright, well, we're gonna have June do.
Do what she does best.
Okay.
I say what she does best, but she hasn't hit a single thing.
She's hit once.
She hit one thing.
If I know you were gonna send them in immediately, I would have just ran up to it.
Yeah. I always forget. Does she get the advantage on?
The first round?
Yeah.
No. They just
No.
have the damage of your
It's
favorite
only-
creature. Favorite creature, and if you're stealthing through the environment, they move at fast pace with you.
Damn it, June.
That'll hit.
Oh, that 20 was right there.
Alright, you deal 9
9.
points damage. So, let's see here.
Now for the fun part about mimics.
What's the fun part about mimics? I forget. It's been a while.
Melee attacks are very fun because they usually stick to them.
Yep, you will, she will stick to the horse.
I forget if it's a saving throw thing or not.
Is it a
though.
saving?
It is a saving throw. She does get...
What is it? BT dubs.
Let's see here. I think it's...
Because I think it's when you make the attack. If when you finished the hit, you make a check to see if you're stuck.
Yeah. It's the adhesive, right?
Mm-hmm.
It just says if they... Yeah, huge or smaller creature adhere to magic... Okay, yeah, it adheres to anything that touches it. It doesn't necessarily require a saving throw. It does, you can escape, but it doesn't really require...
Oh, okay, so it's just, it happens.
It just happens.
Yeah, nastier than PF2 then, yeah.
So she is now properly stuck to this thing.
Love that. On this turn, I can't.
She can try to escape,
do
but
it.
that will cost an action to do.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
not a bonus. Okay.
Yeah.
No, it is a specific ability.
Cool. Okay, that's fine.
She's grappled
So
for
we
the
can't
time
have
being,
those
yeah.
things.
She doesn't do 9 damage.
Then I guess, seeing that June is now stuck to it.
Oh my
Lorelai's
god.
gonna-
Help me. I am stuck to this thing. I do not want to be stuck to this thing right now.
No,
Get me
Oh.
off, please.
June, shut up. Can you give me 2 seconds? And then. No problem, I'm going to cast Hunter's Mark on the Mimic. And then I'm going to. Do I need to be further away from my longbow, or am I crazy?
No, you're fine.
No,
The
I'm
ranges is... The only
Oh.
penalty is if there's a dude that's hostile to you in melee.
Oh, okay.
You have the range on the left of the bow is your short distance that you're A-okay to fire. You can fire into the right side without sharpshooter. You just are
Oh,
at
okay.
disadvantage if you don't have sharpshooter. Or something
So I
that
would
lets
be at
you fire into long range fine.
disadvantage?
You're fine, because a longbow's base range is 150.
Oh, okay.
So you can shoot rather far without needing to worry.
I get. I'm trying to remember. It's been a while.
Advantage on the first round.
Yeah, no, I know that. I knew that. I just wanted to make sure Hunter's Mark didn't add anything.
Yeah, that's a natural 20.
Very nice.
And I get a D6 to this.
Yeah, and that doubles.
18.
18 piercing damage. Not bad.
And then don't I have multi attack?
You have
I think,
extra
right?
attack, yes.
I have extra attack. Okay, Cobbird.
You also can have June bite into it as a special because they have cooperative tactics with you with their synchronized attacking.
Oh
Is-
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So let
It
me
means their
have
mouth
June-
will be stuck, but you can have them bite into it to try to kill it quicker.
Oh. Yeah, but I don't want June to be useless like right away. We'll do it for June. We'll have her bite then.
Okay.
While we're here, Coburt's gonna hate me soon.
She's just like, oh my god, I can't believe you're making me bite this thing. It's gonna taste so
Oh, that doesn't
awful."
hit. We're gonna ignore that, and then I'm gonna use a Lorelei's extra.
Like, she tries to, like, bite into it, she just, like, backs off. She's just like, ugh, it stinks
Mom,
so
that's gonna taste gross.
bad.
Mom, that's gonna taste really gross.
I don't wanna eat it.
I don't abomination horrors. Please no.
So this shot, do I also get advantage, or was it only the
Yes.
first one?
It is
Oh, okay.
all attacks you make first round.
Damn.
That it is.
Wow, that is low.
Okay. Oh, that's the wrong thing. Okay.
Okay, I need the horse to make a wisdom save.
Wisdom save.
Otherwise, it takes.
So, 15, maybe.
It does pass, but it will still take 5 radiant damage. And it is still affected by the difficult terrain of the will-o-wisps that are surrounding it.
Right, I'm gonna have it move.
Oh, and June's attached to her, huh?
10 feet there, so
She would be
10
here.
feet. It's still at... Yeah, so it's difficult terrain if it goes through it, right?
Yep.
Gotcha.
And it depends if the creature is intelligent enough to realize that.
Do you think it's smart enough to know, Cobard? Are mimics smart enough to do that shit? Okay, June, you gotta move over here.
It
Sweetheart.
has a intelligence of 5, but...
So it can barely speak, meaning I don't know if it's smart enough to avoid.
It's already done. It's whatever.
Most
You
things
could
over
literally
12
move in
typically won't
instantly.
immediately, but that's however he wants to do it.
So I think I could get there, and it's 40 feet, right? Yeah.
10 down and then 30 around, yeah.
Because the only target it has is the badger, I guess it'll check the badger.
How dare you? Pseudopod. That, yeah. Yep. Yep. Awesome.
Okay, she takes 4
Oh, I
points
still have
damage.
one of my 10. Love that. Nothing happened. That hits.
And it's gonna take another 5 points damage.
So 1
and
4.
let's see here. That's gonna miss.
Okay, that does not hit.
Yep. So it takes 9 total.
Yeah, I got it.
So it just kind of whacks it a couple times with its tentacle-like tongue. Istara.
Gotcha. Rather surprised with the amount of creatures that just ignore me. You'd think the giant shining glowing lights would be enough to draw their attention.
Yeah,
Shining glowing
right?
light that hurts. They still have the basic, oh shit, this hurts, get away from it mentality.
Yeah.
No matter how
But
dumb they are.
Yeah, that's great and all. Istara, just like, well, your attempts to get away from me and keep me out of your mind is rather cute. Unfortunately, you didn't factor in the fact that I would keep coming back to you. And she's gonna start moving back in with the radius.
I mean, again,
I
it's
just think
fine
it
intelligence.
understands you, Tara.
So, I mean, I would probably figure, like, yeah, it's gonna get away from the damage, but it's probably not gonna get far enough away where it's gonna matter.
She'll start walking closer, and she is going to position herself in front of Lorelei so it cannot get any closer.
Okay.
She will take, as she's walking forward, very much like a casual strut, she'll spin the hammer in her hands as behind it, a She's going to cast Spiritual Weapon. The echo of her hammer once again appears as she will bonus action cast Spiritual Weapon to attack this thing.
Alright.
Lorelai has another look on her face.
That'll miss.
Fun. Nice.
We're not gonna talk about. Oh no! But still, Lorelai has a look on her face again.
Spiritual weapon seems to whiff into the air.
It was still manifesting. The swing was a little too quick. Seeing as she got stuck the second she hit it physically, Istara's going to hold off on hitting it melee-wise for now, so she is once again going to point the hammer in its direction, and I need it to make another dex save. That is a failure.
Full damage. 9.
She will take another 9 radiant damage.
Will do.
That is my action. That's my bonus. My shadowy form exits as I now enter back from the negative, and that is Istara's turn.
Alright, June's turn. What are you gonna have her do? I'd like to get unstuck from this thing now.
What is it to get unstuck?
It would be an athletics check.
Oh! Perfect. We'll do that. We'll get unstuck.
Or I guess it was acrobatics, because it could be either or.
No.
No problem. She easily gets, pulling herself off.
And then I can't do anything else after that, right? That was my whole action.
That was her action to do so.
She can technically try to do other stuff if you want her to for, recall knowledge, but it depends if you want to even bother.
I don't think so. It's almost dead. Oh, we have mimics back in our old place, right? Yeah, so we
Other types, though, we've not seen a living one like this.
Yeah, you've never seen it like this.
Maybe,
no.
again, June's sassing me right now, so maybe it's not.
This is probably very terrifying, especially for what you're kind of seeing right here.
Yeah, it's not a pleasant sight, nor probably a pleasant smell.
Now you're just kind of be worried about living creatures being freaking mimics now.
Yeah, at the very least, animals.
Oh, she has hunter's mark on her, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I don't know if that's a thing you put on them.
I mean, you can. It's just
it doesn't,
as long as you're good. As long as you're good about it.
Thank you, Coburn. Yeah. Oh, because you could have added a D6 to.
Well, it's only for you.
Oh, is it only for me?
That's the trade-off of spells that boost your attack damage. That's the downside of they only affect yourself.
Is it? Damn.
I believe there's not many things in the game that's I put on this spell on myself and it affects everyone else around me too. I know a custom subclass World of Io did has something like that for paladins, but I think the only thing close to that is Grave Cleric's Channel Divinity, and that's a full ass action to do something close to that. But that's a different story.
Like I said during Tara's turn, she has a look on her face and she snaps back to it.
Is it a look of worry, or is it something else?
We're not going to talk about the look.
Okay.
Look.
A 12 miss. I mean, I'll at least let you figure out this thing isn't a friggin' horse where you just climbed on top of it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'll use my bonus action for that.
Because, if you climb on top of it, it's just
very distracted.
Stick you to it and run off as quickly as possible.
No, yeah. And then, is it a free action now too? Not that I had many.
You can free action to do it. The DC is slightly higher. You can also dedicate a full bonus to get the old lower
can
DC
I use
chance.
My bonus to check it out.
Yeah.
What would the stat be, Cobra?
It's Arcana for mimics.
Yep, there must roughly
Yeah.
Please.
I do believe the downside of either choice is you only get to choose one or the other because it's once a turn.
All right. What would you like to know?
Fine. What the fuck? Oh, I'm trying to think of like how to word it. Like, is this clearly a different type of mimic than what we have back home? Like, is it like a different species of mimic? Or like a mutation or something like that? That sounds nutso, but
It's a horse mimic.
like specifically a horse mimic?
Yeah, it's specifically a horse mimic.
Or it's like something that planted itself into one of our horses.
You have no idea.
That's what I was like trying to like ask.
That
not,
was-
like
yeah,
exactly
that was-
what it was. I was like,
Mhm.
does it seem like a parasite
Situation.
kind of like symbiotic kind of thing?
No,
Is this venom?
no, like again, it's
Like not so much like what exactly it was. But
yeah,
like,
it's like a mimic
relation.
that somehow managed to like figure out a way to turn into a horse.
oh, okay, so it's like a mutated mimic. Kind
Yeah.
of. Okay. Okay. Yeah, and then that's my turn because I don't have anything else.
It's still terrifying, but yeah.
Oh no, yeah, it's fucking scary.
Make a wisdom save.
No, I prefer not to. Thank you.
No, do it. I dare you. Yes.
Well, you take...
Do it again.
It could be
3.
better, so that is
Oh, yeah.
8 radiant damage.
Yeah. Anything else?
No, that's it.
Yeah, back it with your spiritual weapon or nothing.
It doesn't get an attack of up, and it's
your-
it's not my turn. It's
Oh,
just
it's
I
the
was
horse's
saying,
turn.
It's
Yeah,
like
yeah.
yeah.
I can
It's
only
AoE.
call that. That's why I say when I have this up, I call it on your turn because that's how the spell works. It's either the first time on
Let's
someone
see if
else's
this
turn
thing
they're forced
actually
into it.
Fucking
or-
hit you. Probably not. Like, let's go for it. Nope.
Takes off the chainmail breastplate.
Nope.
Try it again, Cooper.
Tinks.
Try it again.
Jesus Christ!
Third.
3 tens, 3 fucking
Bro, you
fives,
did great at the slot.
3
You did great
fives.
at the slot.
That's just sad.
Come on, Tara. No, it's really not.
This is really, really sad.
Comeuppance for the natural one I got. I appreciate you, Foundry. I accept your mercy.
It's
I love
alright, yeah.
Foundry. Come on, Tara.
Well, since technically June is not incapacitated, although it doesn't really necessarily matter, because I'm not physically hitting this thing anyway right now, considering the stickiness. Yeah, no, she'll just moveth one to the right. I can move the aura, if need
Okay.
be. And she will go ahead and just kind of repeat last turn. She will, once again, kind of having pointed the hammer out and kind of deflecting and just this thing trying to flail with whatever tendril abomination sits in the back and just it tinking off the armor as she's weirdly, for someone in heavy armor, unlike Ren with his, she kind of leans into the fact that things are trying to hit her and uses the force of it hitting, making contact to just brush it off. Like everything is just glancing instead of properly landing, kind of.
I mean, I could have honestly described this
Stance-wise.
thing a lot more horrifyingly than I did.
Oh, absolutely. As a bonus action, I will do a lovely little smack with the spiritual weapon once again, as she motions the echoing of the hammer as it will follow and try to strike true this time.
It just depends on how gruesome of details you want me to go into.
Ooh,
No,
this
there's-
spiritual weapon is
yeah.
taking a second to wind up. Okay. It is just flickering. She just looks at it on the other side. Usually that's a lot more responsive. And she's just gonna, once again, point the hammer again, since it seems to be reliable, and just keep pointing the laser of death at this thing. I need it to make another dex save.
Hey,
Oof.
save.
So
no
nothing
damage.
happens. Yep. She'll just kind of look at it. Well, it seems it's actually starting to get a wee bit more predictive of living its life. Unfortunate for you. I'm not going to allow it. And she will hold her ground.
Yeah. Job.
Did you just call her John?
June.
John, what are you doing?
My name's not June. My name's June. You know that. You named me.
Damn it, God, get it right.
Damn it, God, get it right.
I swear, mother.
Damn it, oh my god, the nat 20 is teasing
That'll
you.
hit, yeah. I'll get stuck again, but that'll hit.
Hey, if I kill it right here.
Which is fair. Wow!
What's up, bitch?
Good damage.
Yeah, that
Is it
hurts.
dead?
That hurts a lot. Nope.
Close.
Very close. Oh,
Oh, love that.
God,
So
no, I'm
June's stuck again.
stuck again.
You decided to swipe at it again.
You told me to swipe at it. Don't act like you didn't.
Slow blink.
I assume this is a normal thing for yourself, as Stitcher, as the star is just like holding eyes with this thing and just talking aloud to you.
She's not the brightest badger in the
It's
burrow.
more so meaning your conversation with them in combat.
I
Oh,
heard
yeah,
that.
Yeah. No, she's yeah. Yeah. Um. Yeah. We're just shoot.
That's why I pissed on those sticks. You always belittle my intelligence.
Dude, I'm sorry. My attitude made you piss on the stick. I'm sorry. Hello.
That'll miss.
Fuck.
Yeah.
No.
That'll also miss.
The dice giveth, and I guess they taketh as well.
Okay.
I guess I'll try and find something else out.
Okay.
Oh, that's
free action,
athletic.
I just forgot.
It's okay. I got it. Clearly I don't. Never mind. Scratch what I said.
No. That is the
What
horse's
happened
turn.
this round for
Make a wisdom
Lorelai?
save.
Nothing.
This is where the horse dies.
It'll take half damage.
It has 2 HP. It doesn't really matter.
Gotcha.
Oh. Man, that 13. I was shocked.
It collapses. Okay, now I'll eat it because it's not moving anymore.
Oh my god.
I'd maybe recommend not, given we don't know the properties of what strange creations led to this one in particular.
No.
Oh,
I just you know what I said. She can't talk to me.
She cannot.
No, she's just looking at her like going to eat and saying it over to Lorelai.
Yeah, June, no.
Might not be able to understand it what they're directly saying, but I could still see the intent of an animal, like, I want a nibble.
Fair enough.
June, we'll get you something when we get back to
She
it.
just walks over, opens her mouth, you're just like, no.
Just give her
Bad
stickers,
badger,
she'll be
no.
distracted.
Yeah.
Give her chinny rubs and she's gone. She will not even try.
Okay, fine. I want screeches now.
She wants you to pet her.
Istara would already be like sheathing her hammer, looking to the direction the horse came from, and would be reaching down to pet her.
Okay, anyway, anything you should do with this creature?
Can we search it?
Yeah?
Okay.
Yeah, bit of a gross idea, but there might be something worthwhile of using off of it if it's got
Yeah,
natural
is
properties.
Nature or survival? I'm so sorry.
Be survival to dissect it. You
Awesome.
to dissect it.
And Schmeidens. And then,
do I have
hold
proficiency
on.
in survival? I do not.
Damn it, June!
What, mother? It's not my fault that you
16.
can't.
No, I
roll.
just meant damn it because she doesn't have proficiency in survival as a damn bat.
Oh, well, you didn't teach
Did
me
a lot
that,
better.
mother.
You're a damn badger!
I'm a home badger, not a wild badger.
I'm been domesticated.
Pretty much.
You took me to
16
the
and
vet
20.
and removed my breeding organs and everything.
I did not do that to you. Do not lie. I did not do to you.
Then how come I haven't been... Oh. I think I just went into heat.
You know, there's a part of me that's glad Istara cannot understand half of this conversation.
Yeah, she takes Astara's hand and just like drags her back just a little.
I was wondering why it's taking so long.
Oh god.
Anyway, I'm gonna stop with that. Okay. I'm gonna stop with that.
I'm just so happy you don't do
I'm gonna
that.
say
to
this
Nick.
right now. Cobart, you had the weirdest imagination possible. I'm even mentioning it.
I
gave
know,
Cobart
which is why I'm
full
gonna stop with
permission.
that before it gets even more creepy. Anyway.
Cobart full permission when it
It
came
was
to June's
funny and
attitude.
creepy.
That's why I said I grabbed Astara's hand and I dragged her back a little bit away from June.
Okay, no problem. Alright,
After hearing that she's in heat.
dissecting the horse.
Yeah, we're dissecting the horse.
Okay, are you looking for specifically horse parts, or are you looking for specifically mimic parts?
Glitz, this isn't your time.
What are you
I
talking
don't
about?
Istara's probably more looking at least
Because
the mimic portion.
You're fighting like a lot of horse parts here. There's a lot of like one for one horse meat, organs,
Like-
and everything here.
Specifically, like, if I found out that that's a mutated mimic, maybe the actual, like, mimic, not so much any, like, horse parts, but the mimic itself.
Gotcha.
I don't know exactly how they work. If it's just, like, a little parasite, or if it's, like, infused in the body now.
I mean,
Like, they become one.
they're not necessarily
Again,
parasitic.
it's like
they're,
the
they're
thing where this
copying.
thing like literally replicated this freaking horse.
Yeah,
Okay.
mimics are like technically speaking, the sacred flame earlier at the bridle should have hit it because mimics are everything they copy. So like this is why like a mimic can copy a ship because they can technically be the entirety of the ship. But if you attack anything on the ship, you're attacking the mimic.
Oh, okay.
Because every little object on the that's why a mimic has to either be really powerful or like they have to amass a lot of they have to get really strong by eating a lot of other things to have that much flesh.
Did it, like, jump into our horse and become our horse?
It more than likely has eaten a few horses, probably with
Okay.
our horse, and had enough material and or some convenient
So
thing to be able to mimic one.
Okay, it did some alchemy bullshit. Okay.
Yeah,
It can't.
In my brain.
It can't mimic like objects. Not.
Okay.
Yes, traditionally mimics made for the entire object. This one just mimic the creature, just the flesh,
Oh,
nothing more.
June has
So
these?
the saddle and the bridle, everything else was just still just natural material. How it got itself on there, I don't know.
Normally can't do that, but alright.
Yeah, maybe use its long tentacle-like tongue to like grab stuff and put it on.
I mean, do you
The
want
only
to
image I will present to you, and the reason I say I will not buy that, duct tape problem on a creature that has no opposable thumbs.
Fair enough.
How do you unduct tape the thing that you're directly moving that's also duct tape?
Fair enough.
So if it moved it with one of its
I
tongues,
guess I
it's
could
like,
have said
well,
that
shit.
the horse was weird because it didn't have any of his gear on, but yeah, I guess I didn't really get that.
Yeah, it's like no, it's like that's so it's like Weird thing. I'll just say weird thing of circumstance. Istora will kind of pull out a knapsack that she has for spare, like, weird, like, items. I'd keep this around in case of any caustic materials or anything for crafting purposes.
Yeah.
I'm more than fine putting it in this. I believe the adhesive might become rather useful.
Oh, yeah.
I assume, Cobard, seeing as it kind of disassembles itself into pile of goop and body parts, I assume it's safe to say with our prior, like, searching through for the mimic portions that there is probably chunks of the horse we recognize.
Yeah. Well, not the horse you
Gotcha.
recognize. I don't know. It just has.
Well, the horse that left, because I mean we were riding it. It was one of our horses.
It looks like it might have eaten a horse recently, so whether or not it's yours, I can't rightfully say. But
Can we see if it's safe to eat? That sounds nuts.
the horse parts, yeah.
What? The horse part is?
Yeah, the horse parts are.
I'll throw
Yeah.
a chunk of the horse part to June.
From my own personal experience, unless you rather breed them, they're not exactly that great for eating.
No, thank you.
That part's safe. She's
Very well. Do you want to follow the trail to confirm if whether or not ours is still around, or
sure.
take around the evidence we've seen here, as some of these do look semi-familiar to the one we'd had?
Oh yeah.
Okay, well, you beat that horse pretty dang quickly, but alright.
What y'all do last session? We beat a horse.
But, alright, so you're gonna try.
Surprise! Enemy battle horse!
Yeah.
Surprise! Enemy battle horse has been defeated.
You don't see any sign of the horse, but I'm gonna go ahead and move ahead.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So let's return back to the town.
I love that we're ignoring the look. That's my favorite thing.
Oh no! What I was gonna say, on the way back, Istara's like, so you had a peculiar look during the bit of the combat.
Don't worry about it, and she keeps going.
Okay.
I'm waiting for the insight roll.
Got a few hours to burn through the night.
Yeah.
Fuck it, I'll do it. Let's do.
Please
Let's do
roll
that.
high.
I'll
No.
do wisdom again.
Gay panic.
That's a that's a natural 20.
Gay panic. Gay panic.
Hmm.
Gay panic.
I see.
Yeah.
Assuming you kind of storm off ahead to start kind of using your
Yep.
understanding of the terrain better. All the
Yep.
star is just walking forward. Slight smirk.
Gay panic.
Okay, well, I'm not gonna be able to talk to you now because your spell's about to wear out, but.
Huh?
She could just talk to her.
Yeah.
Yeah, she isn't using comprehend languages or anything, or like speak with animals. That's just something she can do with small animals.
Yeah.
Small animals as the giant.
That was the spell. The enhance ability was literally just like as we were walking, and like it was like, yeah, I don't believe that.
Don't worry about it.
But I'm assuming you're not, like, talking to her anymore, right?
Oh no, I'm not. No, she's not.
Probably not for the night, no. And I think Astara will respect her space, having claimed what she did.
Don't worry about it.
I will say Astara probably just because in case anything else happened in the night, because character-wise we wouldn't know. Astara would do a little bit of healing for Juniper,
Okay.
just because they did get messed up a little bit in that fight. So 12 healing.
Max healing.
Nice.
Yeah.
Max
get it.
healing.
Of course.
Alright,
course.
so, yep. That is all that happens during the night.
Gotcha.
But, yeah. You now have experienced one of the new weird wonders of the world.
Mm-hmm.
Again, you're in a completely new location. Just because you know that mimics can do something in your world doesn't mean they can't do shit weirdly here.
No, yeah, we have again. It's like we're learning new things here that are not exactly the rules we know are not 100% here.
Yeah, not everything.
And that's what I say. It's like, I mean, I'll take it. Yeah.
So you can't
Just
argue.
'cause
No,
we're-
they can't do that because they
No,
can.
different world,
Completely
no.
different place.
I'd say probably for the rest of the night, just for Astara keeping herself busy, she probably would go ahead and just use her ritual a few times in the night while she continues to rest and kind of keep an eye out. She'd use her ritual in the night to start converting a chunk of our gold to the symbol and our specific design that we had seen from Scrabby, so that our gold is more appropriate. So it won't be all of it, but I'd probably knock out like 300 of the gold is now this side appropriate. She just start working through that just to make sure that we're not running into any problems with money.
Who is awake during the fourth watch?
Ren would be also awake. Also, I gotta ask, would you guys have had any like blood on you when you returned?
Oh, yeah, probably.
Not really, actually. The only one who got fucked up a little bit was June, and we kind of
I mean, you
literally
did harvest the horse, so...
Yeah, but it's raining, and I imagine we cleaned ourselves getting back. It's like it's raining, we didn't really get hit by it much, and sure, we had to carve through it, but I imagine we'd clean ourselves getting back. Just so that we don't have fucking drying blood on our hands of a weird alien creature.
Yeah.
Because I know at least Astara would definitely be doing that herself. Like, probably during at least one of the rituals, she'd be taking some time to like clean off the gauntlet she has.
Am I still able to do my bit?
Yeah, sure.
It said she was gonna be the one on the next watch. I was gonna do like a bit that references to a movie.
Sure, go for it.
You're free to.
I mean, she would be far away, like probably over here, or farther like away from the group than you would believe. And while she's keeping watch, she thinks she's far enough away to do this on her own, and she just starts howling, but it's not like the normal kind of howling you would hear from a wolf. You know, like the Alpha and Omega movie, like it's like a animated wolf story movie.
Not familiar with it myself.
I thought either one of you could have known like that, but apparently their howling is like them singing.
Okay.
So she's doing a howling singing voice, you could say.
Okay.
Alright.
And the
Fair
one
enough.
that could have possibly heard it would have been Edamon.
Gotcha. Alright.
Because who else here has really advanced hearing?
Probably everybody, because they're all L's, but...
A chunk of us. We could roll perception. I mean, we could see who's
Poor
able
June
to.
is crying.
We could probably see who actually hears it, given if it's still raining.
Yeah, I was gonna say, if someone wants to roll a perception check for me, I'm on my way home. I will be home in like 5.
Sure.
It's all good. I can do it for you.
Thank you!
I got it. She rolls 13.
Damn.
Star probably
She's
hears
distracted still.
it. Red also rolls a 13.
I believe they get advantage on this.
Dude, June?
No, it is only smell. Okay.
Yeah, it's only smell.
Had to check because that ability has
I mean,
three
but
variations.
She probably does hear it. Like, yeah, I would say at 18 is probably high enough.
It's like June with the animal.
Does Eberron wish to roll? Does Avik wish to roll?
I was even gonna say, with a passive 22, do I just like hear it?
Okay, I guess he's not
I have a
here.
22 passive.
Okay.
If we're sleeping.
Yeah. Like, I guess everybody but Ren hears this.
I mean, yeah, in fairness, Emanon and Lorelei do have to sleep for the full 8-hour
Yeah.
period. So, like, they can
Okay.
take a short rest watch, but or like it depends if they were up for it, which is entirely dependent.
Wolfheart,
Yes.
while you're doing this, you feel something tapping at the back of your leg.
It's June telling you to shut the fuck up.
Wait, repeat what you said. I did not hear.
I'm
you-
kidding. It was a joke. Like, go ahead. It was a joke.
I
Don't worry
didn't
about it. I'll say it later.
I
I'll say it later.
I said that. I said that you feel something tapping at the back of your leg, like at the bottom of your leg.
Oh, okay. What the hell?
Yeah, you turn around and look.
I'm looking. I'm looking.
Okay, like, are you looking straight forward or like looking up or down?
Like, probably down. Okay, my English. My brain's not properly working right now.
Okay, I just need to know where you're going.
He's looking. She's looking down.
Okay, you see Scrappy there, like just like, hey, is that something you normally do as elves, or is that like just a you thing?
Just completely embarrassed and just makes herself as stone faced as possible. You didn't hear anything.
No, alright. I mean, it's pretty loud. I think everybody heard that, but alright. I can definitely act like I did not hear
Thought I
anything.
was far enough away.
Uh,
Oh, this is embarrassing.
I mean, sorry about that. I just slipped away from the others. Kind of came back here. That alright? Like, I could go back away if you want to
Okay.
go back away.
No, okay, listen. They would probably think that's a normal wolf howl, so I think I should be fine. As long as they don't
okay.
know who it was.
Alright.
You on the other
know
hand,
what? You know
Do
what?
not tell them.
Yeah. I'll just cover your story that it was a wolf. Totally a wolf. Nothing but a wolf.
I keep that stuff private to myself. I didn't think anyone would be able to hear.
Yeah, well, I mean, I could literally hear it like good, like 50 feet away, I think.
I couldn't have done it any quieter.
Okay.
I figured if I was alone, I'd do a pastime. Something I did growing up, so just don't worry about it.
Alright. Okay, are we go back?
Yeah, it was just I can go back.
Alright.
Again, do not tell them anything.
I'm not! I swear!
I'm a
Is everybody just like lay there awake?
I'm gonna smack you for pulling this freaking random event on me. I am like half asleep right now.
It is late. We're usually close to our normal
you
ending
usually
time.
stop like around this time. I'm sorry.
Istara probably considering her ritual. I mean, this is fourth watch, yeah.
Yeah, this is where.
So 2 hours. So let's see, 1, 2. That'd be going into the second, 3, 4.
No, I think this is technically second watch, right?
Well, you'd said who's awake for fourth watch.
Yeah, but she wanted to be up at like second watch to do this.
Okay. So then, yeah, Star would be awake. She would have just have finished the ritual, so she'd be up and about, kind of like starting to prepare to like rest for herself and just kind of keeping an eye out on the environment.
Yeah,
though.
you just
She
see
wouldn't be
Scrappy walking in to be like, "Hey guys, totally a wolf, nothing but a wolf, 100% guaranteed wolf."
Oh, that's good to hear.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He just kind of winks at you, Wolfheart. That everybody clearly sees.
Swear to God.
The rain's rather loud tonight. Wasn't sure I was hearing something or not. As Astara,
Yeah,
when saying that, when
looking
Astara
away.
says that, she is. You would notice probably when Astara says that, she is not looking towards you at all. She is just kind of like abstracted-minded of like.
Yeah, and Wolfheart's just gonna be looking away and just minding her own business, not hinting anything.
Okay. I'm
That
sorry.
fucking voice.
I'm sorry.
It's all good. It's all good.
But yeah, we'll probably stop there for the day. But hopefully you guys had a good time.
Yeah.
I was gonna say that Lorelai woke
I'm
up.
honestly getting like slowly more comfortable with this D&D session as it goes on, but
Good.
it's slow process.
Good. We
Yeah.
just need to get you more
That's-
comfy in combat. That's
That
what we
is-
need to get you more comfy in.
That is to be expected.
Yeah.
I mean, it took me a while to get out of the shell for doing it myself.
Mhm.
I've only had practice doing weird impersonations because it's how I've grown up. So I'm just a bit more comfortable slipping into that kind of idea than most.
I
No,
mean,
it's funny.
in all honesty, you're doing a good job. I mean, I tried not to scare you away or nothing. I hope you don't
you
mind
didn't.
me, like,
Yeah,
you know,
he didn't send a
having just
mimic horse
fun
after you.
Didn't.
with you every now and then. But you know, I don't do it like viciously. I just kind of like do
I
it just to have
know,
fun with
it
my
was
players
just
here.
Funny. It was
You
just
put my badger in
funny
heat.
event
I think
to
that's
put
pretty
into that.
malicious.
It's not my fault you didn't spay and neuter your badger.
Hey,
Okay.
my badger's not spayed.
Yeah, apparently her badger is in heat. Oh yeah, that's a fucking funny event to encounter.
I mean, hun, in honesty, we're lucky not to have certain selections of kobolds from back here now. Literally, their biology means they go into heat every month.
Yeah,
and-
I'm very happy Tick doesn't do that.
Oh god.
yeah, no.
I'm
Yeah.
so happy
God.
Tick doesn't do that.
And they
Alright.
also lay eggs involuntarily.
But
Yep,
yeah,
they do. Yep.
Yeah,
mhm.
yep. We don't have to,
They're
we
kinda
don't
like
have
a
to
bird.
delve too deep into that.
I'm not
Yeah.
diving in too deep. I'm just letting her understand that.
Oh yeah.
there are things
I
to be-
posted
It
the
gets
video of
tricky.
the scene.
Yeah,
I recognize
Yeah,
that
remember,
movie.
yeah.
I just
You see what I was talking about?
never
too, right?
watched it.
I
Anyway.
watched it years ago. It was funny.